Hello. These messages keep popping up on my screen. Hello. Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Wherever you're watching us from, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's such a pleasure to welcome you to the Emerge and Thrive conference. How are we doing? How are we doing? How's your day been? How was your week? How's your family? How is everyone doing? It's so good to have you on the Emerge and Thrive conference. It's so good to have you. So please, can you just type in the chat box what your name is, where you're joining from, and then an emoji that describes how you're feeling now. I want to see the fire emoji preferably, right? Yeah, so let's go. Let's go. Your name? I'm trying to follow this bit. Your name? Where you're joining from? The emoji? Preferably fire! Yeah, so can we see the comments coming in? I'm so excited. I'm sure you can tell. I'm so excited. And in fact, you guys will soon see where this excitement is coming from. Because I know that you guys are in for a great time. I know that you guys are in for a great time. So I'm already excited in advance. And you guys are going to be as excited as I am, if not more excited than I am, when this is all over. Okay? So, are the comments coming? Do well to move your body. You know, there's something that music does. It suits the soul. Like you just feel like all your problems are being unburdened when you listen to music, especially soothing music like this. But if you are the Jupa dancer, it's also entered. This is the Emerge and Thrive conference, where we will be helping you to emerge, thrive, and step into your best life, right? Yeah, so welcome again. I see you. Keep the comments coming. You're welcome. I see you. And I'm so excited to have you. Thank you so much for honoring us with your time. Thank you so much. It means a lot to all of us. It means a lot to all of us at the Indomitables. Thank you so much. I'll introduce myself soon. But for now, keep the comments coming in. Ginger. If you're just joining us, you're welcome to the Emerge and Thrive conference organized by the Indomitables. And trust me, you're in for a great time. Okay. I still want to see the comments coming in. Please keep them coming in. If you're just joining, I'd like to see your name, where you're joining us from, and an emoji that describes how you're feeling now. I prefer the fire emoji. Yeah, the fire. It's about to get hot in here. Yeah, so the fire emoji. Let's keep this coming, guys. Thank you. Okay, you're welcome. You are welcome. Okay. So excited. You're welcome, guys. You're in for a great time, right? You're in for a great time. Okay, so let's just start with some housekeeping rules, because it's important that we all make the most of it program, right? Yeah. Okay. So a few housekeeping rules. Yeah, few housekeeping rules. Yeah. Um, please, as much as possible, please minimize all distractions. Um, feel free to put your phone on silent so it doesn't distract you because we have so much lined up for you today and we don't want you to miss that because of distractions. So please minimize distractions around you as much as possible. Also, please tell someone to 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 join this session. We don't want to enjoy this session alone, no. So please tell your friends to tell their friends, invite your family to come join this session. We're live on Facebook and we're live on YouTube as well. Okay? So please feel free to join this session and tell someone to join this session. Okay? If you have questions or if you have an aha moment in the course of the conference, please just type it in the chat box. Type it in the chat box. Your questions in the chat box. Something that a speaker said that resonated with you in the chat box, right? So let's keep the chat box buzzing throughout the conference. I also suggest that you have your notepads or you use the notes on your phone because there's so much that you would need to jot down so you can think about after the conference. So please have your writing materials handy so that you can capture all the nuggets in this conference, right? Really very important. Okay, now we'll be starting the session in exactly 3 minutes. And again, I say to you, you're in for a great time. You're in for a great time. We have 7 speakers. Yes, 7 speakers. And they'll be speaking to us about different topics, all very critical to the theme of this conference. The theme of this conference is Emerge and Thrive. Step into your best life. And if you notice, all of those are action words. Emerge, thrive, step into your best life. All of those are action words. And so we're going to be helping you, giving you the strategies, giving you the skills that you need to take action. To take action because we realize that there's really more to you. There's really more to you. A lot of people are stuck living lives that they don't like or stuck showing up subpar because of whatever reasons, right? But we don't think it's right and we want to do something to change that. We want to do something to change that, and that's what this conference is about. We have a speaker who will be telling us how to thrive from the mind because really, until your mind can conceive it, you cannot become it. So one of our speakers will be telling us how to thrive from the mind. Another speaker is going to be talking about the power of focus, right? Because there's so many distractions everywhere. So how do we focus? If we keep being caught in many directions, then how are we going to make the most of the life that God has given to us, right? So someone will be talking about focus, and then someone else will also be talking about how to take charge of our health, because really our health is wealth, and we cannot afford to keep our health on the back burner, right? That's not going to work. Okay. And then someone else is going to be talking to us about doing it afraid, because fear will never go away. So how long are we going to keep sacrificing our destinies on the altar of fear? Okay. And then someone else will talk to us about the uncensored secret of getting ahead. How do you get ahead in life? Because these people, they don't have 2 heads, right? So someone will be telling us how to get ahead in life. And then someone else will be speaking to us on a thriving marriage. How do I get a thriving marriage? How do I get a marriage that I am proud of, that I'm glad to be in? Someone else is going to be speaking to us about that. I tell you, we have great things planned for you. And it's 4:10 already. And because we value your time, we're going to be starting right now. And our first speaker is Adebike Adenuga, aka the handwriting doctor. And she's going to be talking to us about thriving from the mind. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me as we welcome Adebike Adenuga. You're welcome.
Adebike Adenuga in the building. Hope we are glad to be here. Hello, aloha, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good whatever you are. Are you ready Fasten seat belt and let's dive into this. Let's do this. Chop, chop, chop. Okay, my name is Adebike Adenuga, as a moderator has said. My name is Adebike Adenuga, the handwriting doctor. Yes, don't let it shock you. Yes, all I do is I help you transition from bad handwriting to beautiful and legible handwriting, because I believe that beautiful and legible handwriting is an academic right of every child, as long as the child is in school. So, and I am also an author of children's books, but that's not the deal this afternoon. Let's break the deal this afternoon, this evening, this morning. I am going to be talking to us about thriving mind. So once again, before I go into it, I want to welcome everyone to this conference. Emerge and thrive. Step into your next level. Step into another life. Step into a new level. You are in for a big time today. Hope you are ready to grab what I am ready to dish out. If you are ready, I am ready. Let's get it done now. Okay, I'll be talking to us like what I have on my screen. If you can win on the inside, then winning from the outside is not a problem. You just need your 100% nurturing, 100% nurturing, 100% discipline, 100% you putting the whole of yourself to it, knowing that you are ready for the work. So if you can win on the inside, you can definitely win on the outside, but it needs your 100% discipline to nurture and to guard your heart or your mind against all the beliefs that we have stocked up in our minds, all the limiting beliefs that we grew up with, all the things that our parents say to us sometimes, and we believe, oh, that's how life is. You need to guard your heart or your mind against all of that. All beliefs that you cooked up by yourself, you need to guard your heart against all of them. For those who are not practicing the same faith with me, I'm a Christian. So I'm going to quote from the Bible. The Bible says in Proverbs 23:7, it says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Whatever you can think in your mind, that's who you are. Whatever you can think from inside of you, that's who you are. Thriving from the inside. Thriving from the inside simply says winning it from the inside for the next phase or next level of your life. If you can win it from the inside, it is possible to win it from the outside. Now, let's talk about that powerhouse. Your mind, your heart. That's the powerhouse. You have to think it right at every point in time. Now, before you can have anything, it has to be something you have thought of over and over and over and over and over again. It has to be part of you before you can say you want to try from inside, from your mind, and making it a reality in the on the outside. If you cannot think it from the inside, from your powerhouse, then you may not have it. Yes, or you may struggle to have it. Now, let's look at this big questions. What are your thoughts for the next level? You need to get a paper, answer that. You don't need to tell me. Just answer that. What are thoughts for the next level? Secondly, are your thoughts aligning with the next level that you are seeing yourself in? Are your thoughts aligning with the next level? Yes, I want to move to 100 million That's an example. I want to move to 100 million by December 2022. Are your thoughts aligning with that? Is what you are doing aligning with that? When you think about it from your mind, whatever you are doing must be able to align with your thoughts before you can have it. Are your thoughts looking like your desired next level? Boom, that's a mighty question. Are your thoughts looking like your desired next level? If your thought is not looking like what you want to have, then don't be shocked that you may not have it. Your thoughts have to align with whatever you are looking at getting. Now, I say, yeah, you can't birth what you cannot conceive. Have you seen a woman that is not pregnant and brings forth before? I'm not talking about a woman that adopts. No, I'm talking about if you need to bring forth a baby, you need to conceive the baby before you can bring forth. Have you seen one that bring forth without conceiving? You need conceiving before you bring forth. So you can't birth what you cannot conceive. And when you are conceiving it, you have to nurture it. You have to nurture your thoughts. You have to guard your thoughts, your mind, your heart. You have to guide it. You have to guide it against all the distractions that you may have. Let me tell you something. There will be distraction on your way to the next level, but you need to be intentional about your moving to the next level. You need to be intentional about what you listen to, about what you hear, about what you believe, about you say. So you need to be able to guard your heart and your mind against distractions. There are distractions everywhere. I hear people say, oh, I'm broke. Oh, I am poor. Oh, I don't have money. Oh, come on, stop saying that. If you really want to birth what you are conceiving, then you are conceiving the wrong thing by saying the negative. You cannot conceive the wrong thing and have the right thing on the outside. It is not possible. No wonder the Bible says, out of your heart or your mind flow issues of life. Out of your heart or your mind flows the issues of life. That means whatever you have in your mind is what you will bring forth. Boom. Do you understand that? So should I say it again? Whatever you have in your mind, whatever you are ruminating about, whatever you are thinking about is what you bring forth, is who you are. If I'm talking to my clients about handwriting, I tell them, your handwriting is you. If you write for me on a paper, I can decipher, I can tell if you are a very rough person, if you are or a coordinated person, I can tell from your handwriting. So also, your mind, whatever you conceive in your mind is you. Bringing it forth, it is you. When we see what you bring forth, we know the things that you have been thinking in your mind. Now, success is from inside. Let me quickly tell you a story about myself. Just a short story. I have been in the education sector for the past 16 years. The last place I worked for, I was opportune to become the head of school. That means every resume comes to my table. Each time I look at the resume, it makes me break down. Like, I see people at some certain age looking for job, hunting for job, and that breaks me down each time I see that. And inside of me, I began to think, I began to speak, I began to say it, that God, at so age, I don't want to be in this place. I want to be so. Should I shock you? 1 year to the age I said, In the place I was working, I was asked to excuse. I was not angry because I knew what I have been thinking. I knew what I have been confessing. I knew what I have been saying. And so when I was asked to excuse, I went back to my drawing board. I went to speak to God. God, what's going on? And that was when God said, let's start it. You said at so age, you don't want to be at this level. You want to be at this level. Let's get it started. Should I tell you, if I didn't have a space in me to think, to speak, to say it, then that thing may probably not come to pass. Do we understand? Whatever you can conceive in your mind, you can have it. To move from where you are to the next level, you have to be able to conceive it. Now, let's talk about affirmative words. What are you saying? If what you are saying is contradicting what you are thinking, then you are on the wrong path. You are on the wrong path if what you are saying is breaking down what you are thinking, then you're on the wrong path. So you need to align your thoughts with whatever you are saying. You can't keep saying negative things always and you want to have positive things. No, you cannot. If you cannot say the positive thing that you want, you can't have it. I used to tell my children, as small as my 7 years old child, if she comes back from school and says, Mommy, oh, mathematics is very hard, I tell her, oh, no, you don't say it. If you say mathematics is very hard, then every time your teacher comes to the board to give you mathematics, you see it very hard to do. You won't be able to break the knots. But even if it's hard, you keep your mind down, you listen to your teacher, you can pick whatever your teacher is saying, then you can get whatever your teacher is saying. Say what you want, not what you don't want. Say the positive, not what you don't want. Your mind, your thoughts have to align with whatever you are saying. You can't keep saying I am poor or I am broke and you expect money to come to you. No, that's a no, no, no. That's a no, no, no. Whatever you say is what you have. Like they say, what I order versus what they brought to me. Whatever you say is what you have. So please, you have to work on what you say. Affirmative words work wonders. From today, you have to help yourself with affirmative words. If you come to my house, I have on my wall in my house, even for the ones that my children will say themselves. If you forget to say it, I speak it into their lives. What are you speaking into your life? Come on, get up and speak the right word. Come on, get up and speak the right word. Speak the positive words that you want for yourself. Because whatever you that comes from your mind that you speak out, we should be able to tell if it's positive or negative. So from today, I want to encourage you, speak only the positive because you've got the power to get it right. Do we understand? Are we getting it? You have the power to get the positive. Oh, you need to speak it to life for it to become a reality. Speak it to do the work because the heavens are listening to you to help you to bring it to pass. Do the work. I say it every day. It is possible. It is possible. There is nothing like impossible. Impossible literally just means I am possible. So tell yourself every day, I am responsible for whatever happens to me. I break barriers. I break limitation. Limiting belief can hold me down. Speak words of life. And you will see that before you know it, your mind will align with it. And you will have the positive on the outside. I think this afternoon or this evening or whatever time you have, I have been able to twist something in you. Speak the right word for you to have the positive answer. As my last slide says, think. Think about the idea. Try, do it again, keep doing it, then your success is boom, it happens when you can think about it. Thank you very much. My time is up. I need to go now. Thank you very much. I've been able to twist something in your mind. You can do the work. Get it done. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so
If there's
much.
any
Thank you
question,
so much. Can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you. I'm saying if there's any
Awesome.
question. Oh,
Yeah. Okay, I'm checking as well. Because that was
okay.
really impactful. Thank you so much. That was really
Thank
impactful.
you.
One thing you said
Thank you.
that resonated with me was if you cannot win from the inside, you cannot win from the
That's it.
outside.
You
If you
can.
cannot
You
win
can.
from the inside, you
It's not
cannot
a
win from
magic.
the outside. And that was really so instructive
Yes.
for me because sometimes it's us trying to do, oh, they said if I want to have more followers on Reels, then I have to dance. And it's us dancing, when really we haven't worked on the inside first. Yeah,
Yes.
so that was really instructive. If you want to win from the inside, then you have to win from, if you want to win on the outside, then you've got to work on the
You
inside
have to
first
win from
and
the
win
inside.
from there. Yes, yes, yes. This is awesome. This is awesome. Oh,
Thank you.
wow. It's
Thank you.
awesome. It's awesome. And be careful
Thank
what it
you.
is that you're saying. Be careful what it is that you're saying. Because when you get the example of your daughter, it occurred to me that there are some things that we say carelessly and in passing. Because what she was saying was
That's
her
it.
reality at the time. That mathematics was
Yes.
hard, so they
That's
probably
it.
taught something in school that she did not understand. So she was just saying her reality.
Mm.
But I love how you intercepted it because your reality is not fact. Your
Mm-hmm.
reality is
Mm-hmm.
not fact. So thank you so much for
Mm-hmm.
calling our attention to that. It's really
Thank
very
you. Thank
important.
you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so do we have any questions? I'm checking. I haven't seen any questions yet.
Do we have
I
any
haven't seen any
question?
questions yet. Do we have any questions for Adebike Adenuga? She just spoke to us on
While we are
winning
looking
from the
for
mind.
question, if anyone have a child or a school, you want handwriting to be superb in your school, you can follow me on Instagram. And do you know the funniest thing? Just yesterday, Instagram shut down my page of 3,000 plus. Whoa. But you know what? From my inside, I'm just at peace because I just told myself, I'm just going to start all over again. I'm just going to start all over again. So if you are looking for me on Instagram, please just check Adebike Adenuga. That's the new handle now. On Facebook, Adebike Adenuga. On LinkedIn, Adebike Adenuga. And I'll be right there in your faces. Thank you very much. If there's no question, I take a bow.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Adebike. Thank you so much for that eye-opening session on winning from your mind. So we're going to bring up the next speaker. His name is Ayobami Oyewole, and he'll be talking to us on the uncensored secrets of getting ahead. Because really, there are secrets, right, of getting ahead, and he's going to be letting us in on those secrets. So I want to get ahead in life. I want to get to the next level, right? I'm sure all of us here are desirous of the next level. So I want to get to the next level. What do I need to do to get there? Ayobami Oyewole is going to be talking to us on that. So pay attention. The next voice you will hear will be Ayobami. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good afternoon. Good morning, beautiful people. I'm happy to be with you today. And I'm so glad. It's the event that we've all been talking about for some time now, and it's finally here. I'm glad to be with you. And we'll be sharing a lot of gems with you, a lot of secrets with you. And I hope you have your notepads ready. So when people saw my profile, they've been asking me, you are a financial and investment analyst, so everything you'll be telling us will be about money. We can't wait to hear you. Well, I'm here to share my own quota and my own little understanding of what I believe is the secret of getting ahead in life. And this is from studying several people and been to several places, as you will see in the slide that I'll be sharing with you very soon. So let's get started. This is me here. For those that do not know me, my name is Ayobami Oyewole, and I'll be sharing with you some of the secrets of getting ahead in life. I have over 12 years experience studying and working as a finance person. Practical experience. I've been to several countries, and I'm really motivated to share with you some of the things that I want to share with you today to ease your life, to help you get ahead without stress and overwhelm. So what I would like for you to do for me right now is to switch off your mobile phones, switch off anything that can distract you. Before we quickly dive in, I want you to switch off your mobile phones. Tell your neighbor, tell your brother, tell your sister, this is not the time to disturb anybody. So once again, please note, if you have any questions, I would like you to put them down somewhere, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Put down your questions in a very short note. So if you ask me, what does it take to get ahead of the pack? Let me put the question back to you first. What do you think it takes to get ahead of the pack? What do you think it takes to be successful in life? What do you think it takes? Since we are talking about finances, so it won't hurt anybody to talk about money here right now. So I want you to tell me, what do you think it takes to be wealthy in life? What do you think it takes to be wealthy in life? Speak to me. Type in the comment box. Let me see your comments. What do you think it takes to be wealthy? What do you think it takes to be wealthy, to be successful in life? What do you think it takes to get ahead in life? Speak to me. Let me see your comments. Yeah, someone said not being risk averse. Someone said focus. I like it. Keep them coming. Not being risk averse. Focus, consistency. Thank you very much. I can see them. Clarity. Oh my God. You are hitting the nail on the head here already. Okay. Taking informed risks. That's beautiful. Taking informed risk. Now let's move ahead. The right mindset. Beautiful. Someone already talked about the right mindset. Mrs. Adebike already spoke to you about the importance of having the right mindset. I'm going to build on that for you. So someone said right cycle of people, very important. Being in the midst of people that can help you move ahead, people that can motivate you, because believe me, the journey is not easy. It's not easy, as you will see as we go along. So number one is clarity. Someone already mentioned it. Clarity. You need to be very clear about what you want. And I'm not sitting down here giving you theories. And this is something that has happened to me as well. So personally, I'm going to share my experience with you. And I'm also going to share the experience of the researches that I've carried out, because I did a lot of research before I came here to speak to you today. Personally, myself, I've struggled with this clarity of a thing. I've struggled a lot. You know, there's a lot of things that we can all do ourselves. And sometimes you believe you should be able to do all of those things. What stops you? I've even watched some TED shows someone was talking about multi-potentialite. So that means people that have multi-potentials and they can do a whole lot of things. So why should they be made to just stick to one particular thing and do just one thing? It can become boring. It can become this. And I've struggled to accept that phenomenon. I've struggled to accept that idea. And why am I telling you this? Because I've studied several people in life, people that are really successful, people that make meaning out of life, people that are fulfilled. They always pursue one goal at a time. They are always very clear about what it is they want. They are always very clear. What do you want? I'm asking you. What do you want? You need to be very clear about it, and you need to write it down. It has to be written down. It must not be in your head. It has to be written down. Then you follow it from there. What do you represent? What is your personal brand? So if I ask you today, you are doing retail marketing. Tomorrow you are doing computer. Next tomorrow you want to open bakery, or you want to start doing content marketing. Which one exactly are you doing? What exactly do you represent? What is your personal brand? So when people look at you, what do they see? When people look at you, what solution do you provide? You need to be very certain about that as well. At the end of this talk, I have prepared a material for you that can help you itemize all of these things that I'm talking to you about. Like I said, it's going to be very practical. It's not just theory. And the second experience I want to share with you, I know a lot of you know this man, Jackie Chan. In 2016, he was given the Oscars awards. And you'll be surprised that after 56 years, this man is just receiving the Oscars award in 2016. How did he get to this level? He said he gave a speech, and he said while he and his dad were always watching the Oscars, his dad used to tell him, "Son, you have been winning several awards in the world. You have won several awards and accolades, but this is one award that you've never won." Then he told his dad, haha, he doesn't know if he's going to win it because he only makes comedy action movies. And then some years later, he came to America and he met with Sylvester Stallone. He saw this award in his house, several of these Oscar awards in his house. He said he picked it up, he kissed it, and he said, "I really want one. I really want one." He was clear about what he wants. He was clear about what he wants. And after breaking so many bones, after making over 200 movies, he finally had his dream realized. My people, what exactly it is that you want? Sometimes the line is very blurry in our head and we don't know what we want. And that's the beginning of the failure already. You need to be clear. Don't let anybody confuse you. Don't let social media confuse you. There's a lot of pressure on social media now. Social media is defining people's identity now. I need your identity to be clear in your head. Don't be distracted. Anything can become money. I'm telling you, anything can become money. You don't have to follow what someone else is doing. You are doing it and you have not made money from it, and you want to jump to another thing because someone else is making money from that other thing. I believe you are getting it wrong. If you stick to it for long, you will definitely make something out of it. It's because we don't stick to something for long and we jump up and down. And that's how we get distracted. Someone already said in the comment, don't be distracted. And that's how we get distracted. Please, don't let social media define who you are. You need to know who you are. You need to know what you represent. Hold on to it, and you will definitely get ahead in life. The second thing I highlighted for you is, what is the price of what you want? Now that you have identified what you want, then what is the price? There's always a price to pay for getting ahead in life. Is it money? Is it sacrifice? Is it time? Or are you in the right environment? Some people pay heavy price just to move out of the environment that they are. When you see some people moving out of Lagos Island or moving out of Main Island, and they are moving to Ikoyi, moving to Banana Island, and they don't mind paying those extravagant house rent just to be in that environment. You look at them and you say they are wasting money. Sometimes you need to move out of where you are. Sometimes you are not aligned with your purpose in the position that you are presently until you move to the right environment. You need to move to the environment where people are thinking the way you are thinking. You cannot be rolling with people that will be dragging you down. This environment involves your internal environment and your external environment. Your internal environment, Mrs. Adipike has already touched on it. Your mindset. Who are you rolling with? You need to shape that. Then your external environment, your friends, someone already said the right cycle of people. You need to be in the midst of people that will motivate you, that will make you walk, that will push you, that will keep reminding you of what you want to do and what you want to become. Also, there is time. There is time. The Bible said time and chance happens to them all. You need to understand the concept of time in everything, and you need to be prepared. because time, your own time will definitely come. No matter how hard it might seem, your time will come. If you stick to it long enough, your time will come. Imagine if I give you an axe now and I said, this is the tree. Start cutting down this tree. Day one, you cut the tree 1, 2, and 3 times. You are tired, you go and rest. Day two, you come back to that tree again and you cut it 3 times. You go to rest again. Day four, you come back again and you do the same thing. If you continue doing this for the next 30 days and 1 year, surely that tree must fall. Am I right? Let me know in the comments if that tree will fall. Let me know in the comments. That tree must fall for sure. If you continue to strike it every single day for 1 year, for 2 years, no matter how strong that tree is, even if it's an Iroko tree, it will fall. But the problem with us is once you strike one tree today and it's not coming down, you move to another tree. You go and strike it again, 2 days, you move to another tree. You strike that tree again for 2 months, you move to another tree. You strike that one again for 5 months, you move to another tree. And then you say all of these trees are not falling down. What is happening to my life? And all your hands are filled with blisters. All your hands are filled with blisters, but no tree is coming down. It is because you are not willing to pay the price. It is because you are not clear of what you want. You are jumping up and down. You are letting social media define your identity for you. Please, we need to be careful. Understand the price. Find out the price. There's always a price for everything. There's nothing free. Oh. Don't let anybody deceive you. Even entrepreneurship is not free. And entrepreneurs don't sleep. If you think I want to quit my job so that I want to go and become an entrepreneur, guess what? You have to start working hard. You have to start working harder than you were working before. The Bible says if you cannot be trusted with little, then you cannot be trusted with plenty. So if you cannot be trusted with discipline in the little job that you have presently, and you say you want to quit it, I want to be my own boss now, guess what? It is more work for you. You have to understand that there is a price, and you have to find out what the price is. Then the third one that I mentioned is get busy paying that price. Get busy paying the price, which is the action. You have to get busy paying the price. You have to sprinkle it with the ingredients of discipline. You have to be consistent. I've never seen anybody that succeeded without discipline. I have studied several people. I've studied several people in life. I've looked up to several people. You have to be disciplined with everything, with your finances, with your time, with your relationships. You have to say no to some people just to say yes to some little things. You have to curb some things. There are some times where you need to be out to be chill with your friends and play. You have to curb all of those things. You must not be always available to your friends. Don't be the one that they will call. They will just send a chat and you are always available. You are not disciplined. You have to be disciplined with your time. Let them know you have something important to do with your time. You are not just available. Scarcity. When something is scarce, people value it. When something is just available everywhere, nobody will value you. But when you are scarce, people place a lot of value on you. So you have to be extremely disciplined. Then you have to be consistent. Like I said, you have to be consistent. Whatever it is that you are doing, you have to make sure you continue to knock on the door. Continue to strike the tree. Continue to strike it 1 year, 2 years. Your time will come. The Bible says time and chance happens to them all. Time and chance happens to them all. If you remain consistent with one thing. If I mention some names now, I'm sure you can associate them with whatever it is that they are doing. And the easiest place to start is to start with sports. In the sports world, if I mention Cristiano Ronaldo, you tell me football. If I mention Tiger Woods, you tell me golf. If I mention Michael Jordan, you tell me basketball. But if I mention your name, what would they associate it with? What am I going to associate your own name with? Your name is your brand. I mentioned earlier. You have to be clear about your identity. You have to be clear about your brand, and you continue to project it to the world every day. This is who I am. This is what I do. This is who I am. This is what I do. Let your message be consistent. If you like, run 10 social media platforms. Let your message be consistent on all those platforms. Have your own brand name. Have your own brand anchor. And the last one is be accountable. Accountability is very important. Along this journey, you will grow weary. You will grow tired. You will ask yourself questions. Why am I doing this? Is it worth it? But you need an accountable partner, someone to keep you accountable, someone to just check up on you. It might be a friend. It might be a mentor. Someone to just check up on you to ask you, where are you with the project? What are you doing now? Performance measurement to check with you. How far have you gone? Are you there now? What are you doing now? Let me look at it. Let me review it. Are you doing it right? Are you hitting the right notes? Are you sure are you striking the tree properly? Are you striking it well? Where are you with it? Someone needs to be checking up on you, and you need the person. You need an accountability partner. You need that person to be really trustworthy, to be truthful with you at every point in time. Please, these three things. I don't want to bombard you with a lot of all other things that you hear all over social media or online or everywhere. These are the things that are born out of research. I've done a lot of research into different people's lives, but because of our time, I'm only summarizing it for you in these 3 blocks. And I'm sure you have gotten the idea of what I'm saying. Number 1 is for you to be very clear on what you want. Write it out. Set goals with timelines. Don't just set vague goals. Let your goals be clear with time. Within the next 6 months, within the next 3 months, within the next 2 days. Set it with time. And I have prepared something that can help you with this if you are still going to be finding it difficult. I have prepared a material. All you have to do is to send me an email, and I'm going to forward it to you for free. I've also prepared something that will show you the business models that you can also do for free. If you are an employer, if you are employed already and you want a side hustle, I have prepared something that can also help you. And if you are not employed and you also want to start a side hustle or a business, I have also prepared something that can help you with all of this. Everything I will be giving to you for free just for this conference only. After this conference, I don't know, maybe I have to attach a price to it because a lot of people have been demanding for it already. But I'm going to send it to you for free. My name is Ayobami Oyewole. Someone said I should mention my name again. My name is Ayobami Oyewole. I am a financial and investment analyst, and I have built all of these things. So I'm going to send the materials to you. There are 2. So I want you to really make good use of them. There are still several materials that build on all of this. So my email address, I'm going to share my email address with you right now. So my email address is ayobami.oyewole@yahoo.com. Look at this beautiful quote. I want to end with this because we're in the month of October. This is one of the peculiarly dangerous months to speculate in stock. This is one of the peculiarly dangerous months to speculate in stock. The other months are July, January, September, April, November, May, March, June, December, August, and February. So tell me, which month is not dangerous to speculate on stock? Which month is not dangerous to speculate on stock? Can you let me know? Which month is not dangerous to speculate on stock? Virtually all the months are dangerous. So what I'm trying to tell you here is all months are risky. Exactly. All the months are risky. All the months are dangerous to speculate. So if you are not going to do anything, then you sit down and be looking at everybody make money. Everybody is cashing out. And you are there. You are not doing anything. But in order to help you take that first step, I have prepared some materials for you that will help you become clearer about your goals. The material is specifically for that number 1 that I mentioned, clarity. I also have some other materials that build on the other things that I mentioned, the price you are going to pay, the value you deliver, and also how you are going to determine how to understand your why. I also have materials for that. But right now, I'm going to be sharing with you materials that will build on that clarity, step-by-step, actionable steps. I have boxes there. You answer those questions, and you keep it to yourself. I'm not charging anything for it. And I've also prepared materials for business models, the the three types of business models that you have and the things that can help you determine which model is suitable for you specifically. I've also designed it. Which model is suitable for you specifically? I've also designed it. So please, if you want all of this, send me an email. They have shared my email in the comment box. You can send me an email. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. Remember, no guts, no glory. And I will see you ahead. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful time. If you have any questions, please can you just throw them up now? If you have any questions, let the questions keep rolling. I have my email there. If you have any question to ask me. Yes, our moderator is with us now.
Yes, questions. While the questions are coming in, let's show Ayobami some love in the comment section. Let's show Ayobami some love. In fact, I had to take notes because the fact that I'm moderating doesn't mean I'm not here to learn. He said you have to say no to some things so you can say yes to some other things. And for some of us, it's difficult for us to say no because, oh, I don't want to offend, I don't want to. But really, you cannot say yes to everything. So this is a call for us to realize that you cannot say yes to everything. In fact, you should not say yes to everything. And then he also said we need to be clear on our identity. And that identity cannot come from social media. And then he also highlighted the power of accountability. Oh God, this is so important. This is so important. This session was so good. Thank you so much, Ayobami. I'm back in the comment section trying to see if there are any questions. I can't see you guys showing Ayobami love. Oh. Wonderful insight. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. No guts, no glory. Oh, the fire emoji is back. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you're deriving benefits, insights from this session. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, Ayobami's email address again is ayobami.oyewole@yahoo.com. So please send him an email if you need the document he was talking about. Yes, Clementina says, I've learned to place value on my present. And that's important. We have to place value on our present. That value will help you determine, is this important in my life right now? Is this contributing to where I am going? That's important. Yes, scarcity is valuable. Yes. I love all these nuggets you're dropping in the comment section. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ayobami. Thank you so much for this beautiful session. The uncensored secret of getting ahead. Okay, yes, Victoria says no guts, no glory. And really, that's it. Andrea says having an accountability partner is key. Awesome. You guys were paying attention. This is so happy to know. Yeah, great. Okay, so it's my pleasure to bring up the next speaker. Her name is Chineye Orakwe, and she's going to be talking to us about taking charge of our health. And we already said it earlier, health is wealth. There's no point spending all your time trying to get money, and then at some point, the health that we placed on the back burner comes back to haunt us, right? It doesn't make any sense. So Chineye is going to be taking us through how to take charge of our health. You want to pay attention to this, trust me. Chineye, you have the floor. You're welcome. Hello, Chineye.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you're welcome.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Good morning, good evening, wherever you're listening, wherever you're watching from. Thank you. My name is Chineye Orakwe. I am a wellness leader and inspiration coach. I run a nutrition shop called ESO Extra Nutrition Shop, where we teach people how to eat right. We consult on eating and plant-based nutrition, and we make 100% natural raw meals like smoothies. We make fresh salads of different kinds. We make avocado salad. We make fermented foods. We make bone broth, and so on and so forth. So today I'm going to be talking to us about taking charge of our health. taking charge of our health. Taking charge of. Can someone tell me? Is a very common definition. Can someone tell me WHO definition, World Health Organization definition of health? Anybody? I just want somebody to just type. If you can remember any quick note in the definition, just type it in. Anyone you can remember. Is there anyone? The definition of health according to WHO, World Health Organization. Is there any? Okay. While I'm waiting for that, I can see it on the screen already. Okay. So World Health Organization says that health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Wow. This means that someone might be well physically. Somebody might not be sick, but yet the person is not healthy. That's what it is. So being healthy is balance of the physical, the mental, and the social being. And not quite long ago, they even elongate that meaning. So it's no longer just physical, mental, social, and mental, social, and physical now. It also entails the spiritual aspect of it. Yeah, health also entails the emotional aspect, your career aspect, intellectual, environmental, and spiritual. So health is components of health are in 7 dimensions now. So we are looking at health from all these aspects. I really love this definition I have up by Williams. Health is the quality of life that enables the individual to live most and serve best. Wow, I love that. Health is the quality of life that enables the individual to live most and serve best. So when you are living your best, when you are living your most, when you are serving your best, that is health. Because you cannot serve your best if you are not healthy mentally. You cannot give your best. You cannot live your most if you are not healthy spiritually or physically or otherwise. So that's the definition I love so much. So let's take that definition and run. Today I want to tell you a story, a heartbreaking story it is for me and for my family. Very heartbreaking. Very breaking. So my brother, Obi was my elder brother. I'm expecting to see it on the screen right away. Was my elder brother, and he died in 2020 of renal failure, kidney failure. My brother was lively before all this started back in 2017. He was so happy, he was so healthy, and then all of a sudden he had a stroke, and then he started. I had the privilege of taking care of him few months before he finally died, and I was with him morning, afternoon, and night. I took care of him, and I watching him daily fight for his life, watching him in this condition. Though breaking it was for me, but I learned one lesson. I learned one lesson through all this process, and that lesson is the same lesson I know that every one of us, one way or the other, we say it all the time. We say this all the time, but I'm not really sure it gets home to us until we are really close to someone that is dying, or we are really taking care of someone that is dying, or we ourselves are even near death experience. And this is what I realized. Health indeed is wealth. Health indeed is wealth. Health is our greatest asset. Listen, people, there is no emerging, there is no thriving, there is no pursuing your dream, there is no nothing. There is absolutely no nothing without good health. There is absolutely no nothing without good health. You can't do nothing without good health. So my brother died, and with us 4 children to take care of. He left with us 4 children, and today we are responsible for his 4 children and a lot of work. I'll get back to that story, but let's go on. So why did I tell you this story? I told you this story for you to know that when you get sick, you refuse to take care of yourself, every other person will also suffer. It's not only you that is going to suffer, you will other people in your life, they are going to also suffer. So that was my brother when he was frail and fragile, and that's his son beside him. So this is why I told you this story. My brother was also a very addicted smoker. He was an addicted smoker. He smoked Igbo. He did not smoke cigarette. He smoked Igbo. It was a bad habit. I tried personally to dissuade him to this habit, but I couldn't. But do you know one interesting thing? One interesting thing is that by the time he could no longer smoke. Yeah, he couldn't smoke anymore. This is why I'm this story. Yes, I receive your love. I can see the comments coming. Thank you so much. I receive your love. Don't be sorry, because we have moved on as a family. And that's what happens to anybody that refuses to take care of themselves. If you do not take care of yourself and put yourself number one, things you love and the people that you love, they are going to suffer. So this is a sad story. I know. I know. I see all the comments coming in, but we have to move on. So we lost my brother, and today life has to go on. It all begins with you. If you do not care for yourself, you will not be strong enough to take care of any person, any other thing. So when I tell you that taking care of yourself is so important, I am in the picture. This is a journey. We keep on moving on this journey. So now I'm going to tell you about the 7 self-care checklists that I have. I call it my 7 self-care checklist. Number 1, what am I eating? Number 2, what am I drinking? Number 3, how much am I moving? Number 4, how much am I holding on to? Number 5, how and what am I feeling? The next one, is it clean? The next one, am I living from my cup? The next one, what am I saying? So let me go quickly to what am I eating? What am I eating? When you eat, what you eat as food, it either changes your life or it destroys your life. Food is so important. You are what you eat. Plant-based diet has been scientifically proven. If you look at my slide, you will see green everywhere. You see plant-based diet comprises of all colors, rich in nutrients and vitamins. Plant-based diets have been scientifically proven to ward off chronic illnesses. They can prevent diseases. They can energize your body and heal your body. The same thing, they can energize your body and heal your body. That is exactly the opposite of what processed food and highly processed or bleached food, like I like to call them, bleached food. That's opposite of what they do. They destroy the organs in your body. They destroy they destroy your body. Everything that is an organ in your body, they can. Even if you don't have the genetic form of having any chronic disease, if you live in a way that is not that is highly not responsible, you are going to end up with one of them. So when you are eating, I want to admonish us to go green, eat plant-based diets, go for diets that are nutritious, go for diets that are healthy, eat plant-based diets, a lot of greens in your diet. The second one is how much am I moving? How many of us here wake up every day to do little exercises? I want to see if you do exercises. Let me see you type something in the comment box. How many of us will have to move? there is no sustainable good health without you moving. So every day I ask myself, how much am I moving? I actually learned this from Jennifer Lopez. I was listening to her one day and she said something very key to me. She said it's just 1 hour, that she tells herself that it's just 1 hour. And when she says that, she has the strength to get up from her bed and goes out and exercise. I do. I try to get in at least 1 hour. The way to help you to do this is download Pacer. Since I downloaded Pacer on my phone, it has helped me to move more. So I have Pacer on my phone. Every morning I try to make like 6,000 steps working out. Then after that, during the day I could complete it, or I may not even get to 10,000. But 10,000 is a goal. So you need to move. How do you do that? You can decide to run down the staircase. If you sit in the office, run down the staircase every 1 hour. You guys, I want to let you know that sitting down is the next smoking. Did you hear that? Sitting down is the next smoking. So you need to really determine what you want. After sitting through your job, then you now go home after some years, and you can't even enjoy the benefits that came from the job that you did. So download Pacer and walk. Try to walk. If you cannot, drop your car and trek to work. Board buses in between so that you can walk and exercise your body. The next one is, how much am I holding on to? How much am I holding? We need to start letting things go. If you're healthy, you have to give your strength wings and let them fly away. Give your stress wings, let them fly away. How much? Stress is one of the key things that destroys people's health today. We are just stressed out. A lot is happening, and we are stressed out because of all the things going on. But I want to let you know today, you need to quickly forgive offenses. Forgive offenses. Stop overthinking issues. Let go and let God. You cannot do life alone. Build network so that people can help you move through life. Life is too short. You don't have to waste time being bitter. Take time to breathe deeply. Sleep. Take time to sleep. Take time to sleep. You need to sleep. Some of us are not sleeping. You have to sleep enough. Get sleep in life. Very, very important. Okay, the next one is I call this next one the whys of my feelings. Feelings can go rampage if you let them. Your feelings can just go rampage. What, how, and why am I feeling what I'm feeling? What, why, and why am I feeling my feelings? Why is it? Revealing your feeling is the beginning of healing. If you do not reveal your feelings, I'm telling you, you're not going to heal. You need to reveal, you need to let go, you need to be vulnerable for you to receive healing into your life. So your emotional well-being is as important as your physical well, because that's your mind. We've read a lot this evening about our mind. You remember, sometimes our feelings are not valid, people. I hope you know that. Sometimes our feelings are not valid. Our feelings. I read something online the other day. The person said that you are angry does not mean you are not wrong or you are right. Sometimes our feelings are, so we need to continue to evaluate our feelings. Toss away the ones that are not valid, and don't be ashamed to be vulnerable. Don't be afraid to admit how you feel and express it. And when you need help, please ask for help. Be afraid. We are talking about your mind, your emotional well-being. The next one is clean. I ask myself, is this clean? It's not everything you have to put into your mouth. You do not have to put anything into your mouth. Everything, they are frying puff somewhere. They are frying akara somewhere. One low place. You just can buy and eat. No. You need to ask yourself, is this clean? Cleanliness is next to godliness. Be clean. We need to be clean. I ask myself that question all the time. Declutter your space, people. Breathe fresh air. Clean up your environment. Very important. Many people are getting ill because of their environment. The next one, am I living from my core? No matter what you face in life, don't let the hand of God, don't let go God's hand. Don't let go God's hand. Whatsoever you are going through in life, please do not let go of God's hand. Give yourself some grace. Live in the moment and intentionally speak and intentionally love God with all your heart. Love him and serve him with all your heart. That is your spiritual well-being. And for those of us that are not Christians, you know how to do that as well in your own corner. So love God with all your heart and serve him. That is the person that is bigger than you are. He is your strength from the inside. So if you let him go, then what is left of your life? The next one, I asked myself, what am I saying? I remember 2010. I believe I am here today because of this life. I am here today because of this. In 2010, I had a surgery and I was moved out of the theater after the surgery, back to the recovery room, back to the ward I was. My family were there. They already said goodbye to me, felt my hand, and they left. Immediately they left, my heart started palpitating like seriously. I started shouting on my bed. I cannot breathe. I cannot breathe. I am dying. I cannot breathe. Immediately from nowhere, I heard a voice. This voice said to me, Chineye, what are you saying? Immediately I changed what I was saying and started shouting, I can breathe. I will not die. I will live. In Jesus' name, I will live. I started speaking in tongues. I didn't care about whatever they were doing anymore to try to resuscitate me. I was saying that, and I thank God today I am here because of those words. Mark 11 verse 23. For verily I say to you, that whosoever shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed and be thou cast into the sea, and shall not doubt, he said that we shall have whatsoever we see. Okay, now the next one. I know this might be your challenge. I hear this all the time. People say this all the time around you when they come for consultancy. I am so busy. How can I do all this? How can I eat green? How can I exercise? How can I do this? How can I do that? I said, okay, you know what? You are not alone. I know this might be your challenge too, but you are not alone. And the solution is simple. The solution is be intentional. Ayobami have said it. He said be consistent. You have to be intentional. You have to be intentional about what you eat. Plan ahead of time. Order vegetables and fruits and keep in your house. Order the vegetables we have around here. Incorporate them into your food. You have water leaf. You have ongo. You have all that. We're not even talking about celery, spinach, all that and all that. Incorporate the one that we see around us if you are in Nigeria. Buy vegetables, put them in nylon, tie them up, store them inside your refrigerator. They can stay for weeks. So you can buy weekly the vegetables you are eating. Order them from online. Give yourself a little rest. Incorporate green smoothie. In the morning, throw green fruit inside, green leaves with some fruit inside your blender. Blend it and drink it, and that is breakfast. You are on your way to work. Plan your food. Incorporate probiotic rich food. This is one thing that is missing from our diet in this part of the world. Probiotic rich food, fermented vegetables, people, fermented things like kimchi, sauerkraut, fermented. So include them into your diet, and you will see that your gut health will improve greatly. They say life begins from the gut. So I need you to do this. I want to say it again. Eat and drink green. Manage your stress. Sleep well. All your feelings and express them. Be clean. Live from your core. Speak right and stay positive. Speak right. Some of us don't speak about ourselves. We don't speak right. We don't give ourselves the grace that we need. Speak right about yourself, about your health. I speak about my health. I speak to my body, all parts of my body, from my head to my toe. I speak to my breast. I say you cannot have cancer. I speak to every part of my body. I speak to my vagina. I'm really telling you the truth. I say you cannot get cancer. I call it by name and I speak to it. That is the way we should speak to ourselves. The same way we speak to our finances is the same way we should speak to ourselves. Speak to your body. And there's this particular Pastor Dotun Aribalo or something like that. There's a confession she makes for services every Sunday. I downloaded that confession. That confession has changed my life. I know we all believe in affirmation, but that confession number one to go for me. really. I have several confessions, but I like that. So because we are out of time, you can connect with me on Instagram at ESOXTRA, 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 and you can also connect with me on Facebook and LinkedIn on Chineye Orokwe. So that's where I'm going to hold it. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope okay. But before I go, please, I want you to do this one thing. Remember, you do not take charge of your health. Who that for you? I want you to write it down. Just write it in your journal. If you do not take care of yourself, who is going to do that for you? I guess your answer is nobody. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for listening. So,
Much. Thank you so much, Chineye. That was a very educative presentation. Thank you so, so, so much. Ladies and gentlemen, please show Chineye some love in the comment section. I've seen someone say that was a very educative presentation. Thank you, Ade. Thank you, Andrea, for the fire emojis. Thank you. Andrea says it's eye-opening. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chineye. The one I kept thinking about while you were speaking was, how is it possible that someone has no indication of ill health and yet the person is not healthy? Because I mean, for a number of us, once I don't have headache, once there's no temperature, once there's no body pain, and once I can still do like this and go out, then I'm fine. But you're telling me that that's not enough. That's not an indication of good health.
Of course. Because your mind has to function right. Your mind is there, your spiritual life is there, your it's not just about your physical life. Health is encompassing. It's encompassing of that seventh dimension. So you have to be healthy in all corners. So if you are not sick, you don't have malaria, that doesn't mean you are healthy. You could be unhealthy in another way, in another form, in another dimension of your body.
True.
So that's very key.
True.
Yeah.
True. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chineye. I see more comments coming in. It was eye-opening. I see wonderful presentation, very informative. Thank you. Insightful message. Thank you. Thank you so much, Chineye. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. At this point, I'll be bringing in the next speaker. Her name is Andrea Eppaiong, and she's going to be talking to us about having thriving marriages. Having thriving marriages. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me as Andrea Eppaiong comes on board. Hello, Andrea. You're welcome.
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Finally, we're here. It's an amazing day, and I say welcome, welcome. Have you all been getting the tips? I have been learning so much. Wow. I am not as healthy as I think I am. I just realized that. So my exercising every day, I need to up my game. So welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming to the Emerge and Thrive. We are grateful that you found the time to keep with us. So today I'm talking about thriving in marriage, thriving in marriage. I'm sure we're all wondering, well, it's a conference. Why should we be talking about marriage? Well, Jeff Bezos says that if his relationship is not as optimal as his career, as his work, as whatever he's doing at that point in time, then he is not balanced. So why would you not talk about your relationship? Why would we not talk about marriage? It is very, very key. Again, I am Andrea Eppaiong, your marriage nurturer. I am an architect. I am a life coach. I am a master marriage mentor and an author. So when we say thriving in marriage, what we will be looking at today is, what is a thriving marriage? What does thriving marriage mean to you, to me? What are the trademarks of a thriving marriage? When we know what the trademarks are, it is only natural that we should know what it is not. What are the 4 keys to a thriving marriage? And like I promised everyone during the live, I will be telling you tips on how to date without money. So let's get started. A thriving marriage is the willingness to continually learn and grow together as a couple. It is a couple's ability to navigate through life, every curveball that comes. So when you go through life, the curveballs of life, from that beginning of that challenge, because we all know marriage comes with challenges. So from the beginning of that challenge, you know that we are going through this at the end with a mindset of we will come out victorious. At the beginning, Adebike told us about the mind, how to thrive with your mind. When you have that beginning and you say, okay, so we are having this challenge, but we will not allow this challenge to hold our marriage down. We will not allow this challenge determine how we will go in our marriage. So whatever comes your way, we will come out victorious at the end of the day. Whatever we have to face in life, we will come out victorious at the end of the day. It is continually learning. You don't stop learning when you are in marriage. Some of us get married and we get on the, oh, well, I'm married, it doesn't matter. No, you have to keep learning. You have to keep learning. You have to keep learning. It doesn't stop. There is no end to it. So what are the trademarks of a thriving marriage? It means that couples accept themselves and they accept their spouses. So as an individual, you have to accept yourself. You know that this is who I am. Now, I am not saying that you should go on with all the bad traits and characteristics and attributes and all that you have. No, I'm saying I am a work in progress. So while I am working to do away with my bad habits, this is who I am right now. I wholly and deeply love and accept myself just the way I am. We talked about affirmations earlier on. So when you accept yourself, you open yourself to accept your spouse. You cannot give from an empty cup. A thriving marriage is one where the couples are emotionally connected. Are you connected to your spouse? Do you feel that there's a lag between you two? When you thrive, it is easy to relate with your spouse. Moving on to the third one, it is easy to be accountable to your partner and be accountable for your partner. We live in an age where they say, oh, no man should tell me where I'm going. No man should tell me how I'm earning. Who is my wife to tell me how I'm doing this? Well, that is not a thriving marriage, because in a thriving marriage, you should know where your spouse is going, because God forbid a bomb is being thrown there. We are in Nigeria, for those of us who are in the country, and the insecurity is high. How do you know where your partner is if you cannot account? How do you know if you should go look for them if you cannot account for them? So you need to be accountable to your spouse. And again, being accountable means that for everything that you're doing, you have someone who says, you did this well, you did not do this well, you need to come back. Ayobami talked about an accountability partner. So when you have that person that says, oh, go on, you are doing this right. Go on, you are doing this good. Or the person says, take a notch down. Let's look at what you're doing. Your numbers are not adding up. That is what your spouse does for you in a thriving marriage. It is easy to express affection in a thriving marriage. You don't have to struggle. Oh, don't touch me. Oh, no, people are watching. Well, who cares? You agreed to marry that person. So it means the whole world was ready to watch. A thriving marriage is where the couples are willing to look for help. When you have crisis in marriage, which we said is normal, don't be afraid to look for help, because you must come to that point where you realize, well, we can't do this alone. Well, we can't solve this problem alone. So we need somebody to help us. We need a larger circle of accountability in this place. And let me warn, when you look for a help, don't go to somebody who is not trained, because they might give you their opinion based on what they feel, what they sense, or how they have experienced it. Go to a professional that would attend to your situation uniquely. A thriving marriage is a marriage where couples are adventurous, are occasionally spontaneous. A thriving marriage is a marriage where couples look out for marriage mentors, people who have been married longer than you. Last night, for instance, I was talking to a friend, and The friend said, I love Steve Harvey and his wife. I said, yes, I love them. You see that they are not afraid to express themselves in their marriage. They look out for themselves. You need people like that, models of successful marriage. Remember, what we see outside is, this is not working, that is not working. But we need people that tells us it is working. Keep holding up, keep doing it. So when we know what a thriving marriage is, we should know what it is not. A thriving marriage is not bickering, nagging, complaining constantly. Nobody wants that. So no matter how patient your partner is, your partner will get tired. Your partner would not want to listen to you. Money issues. Do you know that 89% of divorces end because of money issues? Money is one of the major causes of divorce. So money should always be addressed in marriage. Silent treatment, avoidance, it is not necessary. You have to address every issue. Don't wake up in the morning and say, oh, he annoyed me, so I'm not going to talk to him. I'm not going to greet him. God forbid something happens on your partner's way to work, on their way back, or happens to you. How would you relate? How would you feel? What would you say to yourself at this point in time? So silence and avoidance are killers of marriage. Absent-mindedness. Are you present in your marriage? All of us on our phones 24/7. What are you doing? Where is your partner? Is that person there for just picture's sake? Or is that person there just to answer you when you are ready? You need to be present in your marriage. Lack of trust. Most of us don't trust our spouses. Well, I can say that sometimes something happens and you just feel, well, my trust has been broken. It is okay. It is fine. Rebuild it. Don't stay stuck at that point of something is wrong. You did this. You keep rehearsing. Chineye told us, forgive. Forgive. You might not forget immediately, but forgive. Forgive. Lack of skills. We have work skills. We have business skills. We have financial skills. We just learned some health skills. And why do you think that your marriage should not have skills? Every marriage functions on principles. Have skills that will help your marriage to grow, skills that will put you in that situation of, I am doing the best. Is your home your safe space, or do you just walls in and walls out as you like because you lack the skills to grow in your marriage? Now, 4 keys to a thriving marriage. We have communication, we have finance, we have intimacy, and we have date night. Now, let's start with communication. Communication, effective communication in a marriage is when couples can talk freely. It's when they can talk openly. It's when they feel safe. Now, feel safe and share even your deepest and private thoughts. Your spouse is the one person that knows you more than anybody in the world. So they should know what you are thinking. They should know at every point in time how you feel. Now, effective communication is where you share your concerns, is where you share your feelings, not just in the bad times, but during the good times. Most times we want to discuss how I'm feeling sad at that moment. Your partner might not be able to help you, and then you get angry. But when you wait and you are feeling better and you say, oh, I was sad and this is how I felt at that point in time, it makes it easy for your partner to relate with you. So we see that there are certain keys to effective communication. Clear message. Is your message clear? So you're trying to tell your spouse something. Are they getting it? Is your message correct? Is your message complete? Or are you going to say one sentence today and walk away and come back and say 2 sentences? Is that message complete? Is your message precise? Don't go on and on and on. You did this yesterday. You did this last week. I forgave you, but I'm just saying. Nobody needs that when we're talking about the ways to move forward. Is your message reliable? Reliability. How reliable is that message that you want your partner to hear? Consideration for the recipient. Just because you're angry does not mean you should pass your message in with respect or disregard for your partner. And you who eventually your partner is talking, Sanders courtesy. You need to acknowledge what your partner has said. You need to say, okay, I agree. You have said this. And thank you for saying it. Again, as the speaker, your message needs to be clear. And you, the listener, acknowledge what your partner has said, reassess what your partner has said, and be sure that you change. Nobody can change you, only you can change yourself. And marriage means that you need to change in order for your marriage to work. There are certain things that you need to do. So now moving on to money. Like I said earlier on, 89% of seemingly happy marriages end up in divorce because of money. Why is this so? Most of the problems they are not addressing include who is the decision maker when it comes to money matters. Who manages this money? Because you earn the money does not mean you necessarily know how to manage it. Who makes the money? We live in a world where the women don't just sit at home and wait for the man to go earn and come back. So now we are all going out. So who is making the money? And how are we going about this money we are making? And again, lack of accounting system. So we make so much money, yet we don't account for it. At the end of the month, we are even broker than we were before the beginning of the month. Simple, practical steps for thriving in your marriage. Number one, talk about your finances. It is very important. Talk about your finances. Nothing is too small. It doesn't matter. Talk about it. With the key of effective communication in mind, manage your finances. As couple, you would have projects, family projects, or even you want to have an account for household items. Manage your finances. That way you grow together. Be open with money. What's the essence of hiding how much you earn or what you're doing with money? Remember, 89% of people are divorced because of money. Learn to give. Between yourselves, are you gifting your spouse? Or are you just receiving gifts from your spouse without gifting? And then you say, oh, gifting is not my love language. Everybody's love language is gifting. Learn to give. Learn to save and invest wisely. You will not work forever, but you will have that partner forever. So learn to save and invest wisely so that the latter part of your life will be enjoyable. You will keep yourself in check. Keep the spending in check. It doesn't matter what you are buying. Agreed, there are things that you need to buy now, but do you really need to buy them now, knowing the finance that your family has? If you don't, then why are you buying it? Or are you just looking for an avenue to cause quarrel? Because when your partner says, oh, we don't have that money, I'm like, oh, but last week you bought it. But the truth is, you don't have that money. Now, moving on to intimacy. Intimacy begins when you accept yourself. Because when you accept yourself, you open yourself to be accepted. When you accept yourself, you open yourself to accept another person. And when that happens, it creates a bond. When that happens, it creates unity between the couples. And when we say intimacy, we're not just talking about sexual intimacy. We're talking about relational intimacy, physical intimacy, spiritual intimacy, social intimacy, intelligent intimacy. Because who you marry is key to how you live the rest of your life. You don't marry somebody and you say, oh, we don't have anything in common. Well, you married them, didn't you? How did you think you were going to live with them? You don't pray together as a couple because we live in a supposed woke world where nobody is bothered about what is happening. So everybody lives their life. You cannot be woke enough to not know God. You cannot be woke enough to not serve God. You cannot be woke enough to not have physical intimacy with the one who has created you. And it is very key for your marriage. It is very, very important that you recognize the power of God. Why? God created marriage. None of us humans did. God created marriage. So only him who created it knows how to make it run. So only God knows the blueprint to make it run. Moving on to date night. I know a lot of people joined on because they wanted these simple 0 naira tricks to dating. Well, here we are. Date night is an occasion where you and your partner dedicate time to spending time alone, usually alone. Now, I say usually because sometimes you have dates with other couples, not with your children, not with your family members. You and your partner alone. Because this is the time that you use to reconnect. It is the time for bonding. And for couples who haven't done this before, this is the time to revive the sparks of your marriage. Passion is a key to succeeding in marriage. Number 2 reason of divorce was money. Number 1 is lack of intimacy. When you don't have date night, how would you be intimate? So it is very key. Now, take the simple examples. Candlelight at home. When we first got married, there was a strike, a major strike. So the country was on lockdown, technically. We couldn't go anywhere. But being the very beautiful and dedicated wife that I was, I wanted to spice up my marriage for Valentine. So I got a beautiful tablecloth and bought these tiny tea candles and put them in strategic places, got flower petals, spread them around, beautiful bed sheets, new. I had new ones, but no, I wanted something different, new ones, and put it up and set the whole tone of how the home was supposed to be. So from the entrance, by the time my husband came in, of course, you can imagine what happened. So let me leave that to your imagination. Take a walk, get dressed. You can see from this picture that the man is holding a bouquet. So it doesn't have to be just tie wrapper, let's just walk to the junction. No, get dressed and walk to the junction. Take a walk if you live an estate. Take a walk around your estate. Slowly talk about yourself. Enjoy yourself. You don't have to be rich to go on a date. You don't have to be rich. No. Movie night. We have Netflix. We have DSTV. We have everything. So why do you need to go out if you cannot afford it? Stay at home. The economy is crying. So stay at home and save yourself some money. Dear wives, let me speak to you. Imagine how your husband will feel when he comes home and you have set the place for movie night. Put the kids to bed and you sit down. We have homemade popcorn. Do it yourself and just set the tone and have a beautiful evening. For you, the dear husband, imagine the extra special your wife will feel when you tell her, oh, just stay in the room. I will call you in 10 minutes. And she comes out and sees the stage set for a wonderful movie night. Who would not be happy? Who would not want that setting? A weekend road trip. So you live in Lagos. Why not take a road trip to Ibadan? I don't want to hear the excuse. It is your marriage. Make it work. Nobody else will make it work. Chineye asked you, if your health is not working, if you don't do it for yourself, who will do it? Nobody. If you don't do it for your marriage, who will do it? Nobody. So you need to do it for yourself. You need to take these steps for yourself. Host couples nights. Host weird nights, date nights with your partner. Yes, get weird with your partner. He is your partner. She is your partner. Have fantasy date nights. We all have fantasies. We all have that thing we want to do or we want to try. That is your partner. I usually ask my clients, so if you will be married for 60 years, how many years are you married right now? Put that down. How many years do you have left? The marriage you're in right now, is that what you want to live for 60 years? If your answer is no, get cracking. Date night is the engine to your marriage working successfully. You cannot have a thriving marriage without date night. It is not possible. So you need to do what you need to do to ensure that your marriage is working. Because if your marriage is not working, you will not have the optimal job that you need to have. Let me shock you. Do you know that men who receive kisses and hugs before going to work are often more promoted than those who do not? Yes. So that tells you how important your marriage is. That tells you how important your marriage is to your success. Marriage is important for your business. Marriage is important for your career. And you cannot do it without a happy home. Who wants to come home angry, tired, sad, depressed? Nobody wants to. So finally, a thriving marriage is possible. A thriving marriage is a mirage. It takes intentionality. So get intention and leave the marriage that you both desire. Leave the marriage that you have always envisioned yourself to live. Thank you for joining me. And I hope that by next time I get a mail from you, you would be telling me how your marriage has improved. Thank you.
Oh, great. That was amazing. That was amazing, Andrea. That was amazing. Thank you so much. You have a lot
Thank
of
you.
comments already in the chat box. Okay. Um, someone was reacting to when you said gifting is not my love language, because I hear that a lot. But what if the person's love language is quality time? Yeah,
Yes.
but I love that you said very hard truths and you said it so realistically. And I love the practical tips that you gave, because really some people's excuse is, there's Sakpa outside. So how am I supposed to make the most of this marriage? How am I supposed to help my marriage thrive? But you've just shown us examples that don't cost money at all, but yet will ignite or reignite the flame. So
Yeah.
this is beautiful. People are showing you love in the comment section. Please keep the
Thank
love
you.
coming, keep the love coming, keep the
Thank
love coming.
you.
That was a beautiful session. Now, if they want
Thank
to
you.
connect with you on social media, how do they reach
Yeah.
you?
Okay, so I am at marriage_Notra on Instagram and Marriage Notra with Andrea Eppaiong on Facebook. It is easy to reach me on any, or send me an email on marriagenotra@gmail.com.
Okay, Marriage Natural, MarriageNurturer at,
Yeah.
you said Gmail?
Gmail. Yes, Gmail.
Yes. So marriagenatural@gmail.com. If you need to reach her, just shoot her an email. This was awesome. Thank you so much,
Thank
Andrea. Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank
Do we
you.
have any questions? I'm going through the chat box and I don't see any questions. Do we have any questions? Please note that you can drop your questions in the chat box and I scroll through the chat box to see if there are any questions. Okay, so do we have any questions for Andrea before we move on to the next speaker? Any questions? Any questions? Okay. It doesn't look like we have. But how many of us are committed today to making the most of our marriages? Because it's not enough for us to hear everything that has been said. And okay, Ayabami is asking frequency of date nights. How frequent should date nights be?
Okay, so there's a 2-2-2 rule. 3 twos. 2-2-2. 2, go on a date every 2 weeks with your spouse. I know that Sakpa is there, so do the one at home, but ensure 2 weeks. Go on the second is go on a week trip with your spouse every 2 months. And the 2 is go on a vacation with your spouse every 2 years. It is said every 2 years because it is just you and your spouse, you know. So we know that you have family vacations regularly. So with your spouse, go every 2 years. That's why we have go on weekend getaway every 2 months. But have it regularly. If you cannot keep the 2 weeks every 2 weeks, ensure that you go on date night twice in maybe once a month. Ensure that. But I usually say 2 weeks because when you say once a month, you get tired. The time in between makes you lose it. So every 2 weeks is key. Start with that and you can grow from there. And besides, there's no timetable. If you can go every week, why not?
Okay. Ayabami, so that answers your question, right? Okay. Money. She has already told you the ones that don't cost money now.
I have given you simple ones that
spend
don't
this
cost
money. This
money.
is your spouse. Spend this money.
Exactly, spend this money. Who do you want to spend the money on other than your spouse? You would eat with her. So
Okay, so no more questions in the chat box. But please, I want us to commit to working on our marriages. It's not enough for us to hear. We have to put in the effort. It has to be deliberate. It has to be intentional. So I need us to put in the work. So please, I need everyone to commit to putting in the work. If you commit, please let me just see. I commit to putting in the work in the comment section. Because really, nobody's going to help you work on your marriage. It has to come from you. The marriage nurturer can help. She can counsel. She can guide. But at the end of the day, you would still have to put in the work. So if you're committed to putting in the work, can I see I commit to putting in the work in the comment section? Hi, Obama, I expected your own video first. As we have
in
given.
capital letters.
Oh, great. And he did that in capital letters. Okay, Ayobami says, I do. Retta, well done. She commits to putting in the work as well. Who else? Who else? Who else? Commit to putting in the work. Commit to putting in the work. Andrea Eppaiong, thank you. I commit to putting in the work. Thank you so much. Who else is committed to putting in the work? Keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. And this commitment, please let it extend to everything that we've heard today. From the commitment to thriving from your mind, to the commitment to getting ahead, to the commitment to taking charge of your health, and then the commitment to having a thriving marriage. Thank you so much, Andrea. Thank you so much
Thank
for a
you.
beautiful session.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'll be bringing on the next speaker now, and her name is Ikeoluwa Akonwo. She's going to be speaking to us about the power of focus. The power of focus. The power of focus. Now, this is really important. And I remember when we were in secondary school, some of us may have tried that exercise as well during science classes. So you get a sheet of paper, and then you get a magnifying lens here, and then you stand under the sun, and then at some point the paper begins to catch fire because the rays of the sun are concentrated through the lens and they become fiery on the paper, and then the paper catches fire. So it's amazing that Ikeoluwa is going to be speaking to us on the power of focus, because really, if you want to move ahead, if you want your life to go in the direction of your dreams, then that is non-negotiable. Hello, Ike. You're welcome. You're welcome. The power of focus. Hello, Ikeoluwa. Yeah, I see you. You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, let's show Ikeoluwa some love in the comment section. Let's show her some love in the comment section. Whatever emoji you want to use, fire, heart, smiley, whatever it is. I just want to see the comment section buzzing with emojis. Let's keep it coming. Woo! First is fire. Now it was fragrance. Then it's turned to fire. Keep it coming, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it coming. Thank you so much, Ikeoluwa. You have the floor.
Great. Good day, everyone. Welcome to the Emerge and Thrive conference once again. I believe you've been having a great time, like myself here. We are all on this good journey together, and I believe that this is an awesome time, and this will only prepare us for better days to come. So please, can you see my screen? I just need I just need the proof that my screen is visible. Great. Okay, so I'll be taking you on about a 20-minute journey that I've titled Focus, a Key to Thriving. Focus, a Key to Thriving. And I believe that focus is key to our journey. From the speakers that we have seen, we have heard ahead, it's not enough to hear, but, practicing what we have heard is the key here. And I believe that, this will take us further. So my name is Ikeoluwa Akonwo, and as a family life coach, a human resource professional, and a people manager for a number of years, I've had the privilege to share information, principles, guidance with people on few areas of life, ranging from their career to their family life, either for people who are trying to make a good career choice or believing for some form of advancement on a chosen career path, or for singles that are aspiring to have a good choice in marriage and also enhance their marriage. Henry just showed us fire right there when it gets to marriage. And I also work with these people. So, to get to enhance their marital life. I've also had the opportunity to train in few organizations. However, I've realized that some people still end up doing the exact opposite of the information received, even though they genuinely desire this, advancement in whatever area of their life, and they chose to seek counsel. So I started wondering why will this be, the issue? And things I've realized is that their inability to utilize the information received to their advantage can be traced to deeper issues such as mindset conditioning. For instance, if people are conditioned to do something in a certain way, it takes additional effort to utilize any opposing but genuine information to their advancement. I also observed, the result of the power of pain. So for instance, if you have a scar on your skin right now, and I rub off on that pain with my hand, either intentionally or unintentionally, you will feel a pain if that scar is yet to heal. But if healing has taken place, you might not even feel anything just for the fact that you have a skin, and you can have a feeling. So, but this is what exactly happened when you receive guidance that touches on past pain. It just seems difficult to imbibe the changes that you require for that season. Another thing that I've also realized is the inability to focus. It's a major challenge for us in learning new things, and using our learnings and information received to advantage. I mean, for instance, if someone is seeking to spice up their marriage, for instance, or even to make a choice in a marital choice, for instance, and your focus is your request to whichever counselor, coaching, is that, oh, give me principles, guidelines that can help me do this right, and then it's given to you. However, your focus is on the fact that my age, I'm already 40 or 45. Now, you will at some point, principles will give way to the age focus. So for the purpose of this presentation, I'm going to emphasize on focus. So what exactly is focus? Now, I love these two quotes that I stumbled on. It says, "It is during our darkest moment that we must focus to see the light." This means that focus is not meant for people who are, smart, who are rich, who are educated, or whatever sphere of life. It is for you and I. Even in that low moment of your life, you require focus. And the second quote, which is so fantastic, says that the successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus. I paraphrase. It means that what separates the average man from the extraordinary man is focus. And I believe that you are that person that wants to be an extraordinary person. So let's go to what is focus. Experts define focus as the act of concentrating your interest on anything. Experts define focus as the act of concentrating your interest or activity on something. And I love what you have on your screen. It says, follow one course until successful. So you're asking me right now that, am I going to be focusing just on one thing? No, focus doesn't require a permanent no, but it does require a present no. You will always have the option to do something else later, but in the present, moment, you are required to focus and only do one thing. Focus takes you to choose the right thoughts among thousands of thoughts. It speaks to your thoughts, the thoughts you think, and why you think them. Please note that focus is not about becoming something new or something better, but it's simply about you leveraging on who you are and what you have, instead of chasing after what you are not and what you don't have. Now, this really, really got me. It is said that focus drives your emotions, your thoughts, your ability. That to me is everything. In fact, scientists consider the ability to establish mental focus as an important predictor of your future success. So you want to be successful, focus is a key skill that you want to leverage on. That is very important for each and every one of us to have. But if focus is this important, why then does it seem very hard for us to focus? So the research shows that our mind struggles with focus in three distinct ways. One is that we are frustrated for not having time. And then, we all know that we live in a world with endless possibilities around us, social media, the internet, and everything. shows us endless possibilities. So it is seeming like we have assumed a notion that life must be lived intensely. And, at that pace, we have 1001 do's and must-haves, which seem to be swallowing time, and that time is not just enough. I love that picture right there that shows that guy dragging the time backwards, like, wait for me. I mean, we are all on this, table at some point or the other. But please note that it is, popularly believed that there is no free time. It is just time. So it depends on how, and it depends on how you use that time. And also, the second thing that our mind struggled with, in the direction of focus, is that we sometimes often that we sometimes think we are not good enough. How does this happen to us? So, of course, you remember that the society is thriving. The society is buzzing with a whole lot, and it seemed like a performance, driven society, right? So every one of us is seemingly looking for something new, something better, instead of focusing on our inner power and constantly working on what where focus is consistently on the future. What can I have? What is there? What is new? Instead of us to work on what needs to be done now. The truth is that it will even get more intense in the coming days. In fact, I think I fear for the coming generation, because at this pace, at some point, we will have just two categories of people coexisting in this intense world. One are people who are, coexisting and handling this intense society, accordingly, or those who will become slaves to the same possibility. That people are already becoming slaves to social media by what happens on social media without knowing the back end of people's life and want to be like them, right? Yes. So, I believe that you are that person that does not want to be a slave to the current reality, but you want to coexist with it and handle, the society as it is to your own age. So what's the third thing that the research says that our minds struggle with? The third one is that we're often full of disturbing thoughts. We have the likes of the why me, is it over, can it be ever better, focusing on various negative thoughts. I, for one, had got married like every other beautiful lady out there, and I believed that in 9 months I should call people to come have, eat some yummy jollof rice, right? You know what that means. But unfortunately, fortunately anyway, because I love my journey, the baby show up until about 7 years into my marriage. But I remember vividly that the first few years had me saying the why me. And because they was overwhelming, trust me, I couldn't get the desired result until I learned to focus. And much late, in the course of this journey, I will show you how focus helps you to drive the right results. So look at this. If I place this plank, for instance, on the floor for you and ask you to walk through it, it's a 2x4 plank, I believe. If I lay it on the floor and I ask you that you should walk through it, I'm sure that you will, almost majestically walk through it, like, okay, I'm simple as ABC, right? But if I put these two planks on those buildings that you see right there, and I ask you to walk through it, from one building to the next, the focus will change. Initially, your focus is, I just needed to walk through this plank. Now the focus with, am I not going to fall? You see that focus has changed the trajectory of the results. So focus is truly very important. It is the secret to sustainable high performance, optimal learning, and deeper relationship with loved ones. So if you're just thinking this is just about motivational talk, like, okay, like, hear a lot, these aspire to perspire people have come again. Let me show you in science how this works. So if you are not focused, you are particularly, how do I put it now? You are prone to stress and fear. And this word that I show you here, the dopamine and the cortisol, your dopamine is triggered by pleasure, while the cortisol is triggered by stress. So without focus, your body is subjected to a level of fear and stress. Your body system has an automatic response to stress and fear, which is the secretion of cortisol. So as I have on the slide, you can see, some level of word right there, some pushback. So moderate secretion of cortisol is good, but the excess can be very damaging. I can't share details here, but I'm sure that is something you can see, what's it called now, see online. However, one of the things that cortisol does for you is that it prepares your body for pain. So if you enter a very dark room right now, what you will feel, is some kind of goose pimples all over your body. Yes, that is cortisol saying anything can happen. Prepare for danger. Any danger can be here. Be prepared, right? So while that is happening, your body is prepared to receive whatever it is that is coming. So if a certain object hits you that makes you feel certain pain, the pain might not be as much as when you were not prepared. I hope you get that now. So, but when the cortisol secretion is in excess, that is when your body is consistently in a stress or a fear mode. Your body continues to work towards stabilizing itself so that the excess secretion of cortisol is eliminated or minimized to prevent your body from getting damaged. This process is called homeostasis. And as this happened, your body is seemingly, put back to normal to, enable the proper functioning of your body. But guess what? As much as you are, the more you secrete this cortisol, the more, your system is used to producing the same action that secretes your cortisol. I hope you get that, right? But all this grammar, let's just wrap it up. This process that maintains your, the stability of your body becomes continuous if you continue in stress or your fear mode. And this keeps your body in what I call the survival mode. So if you are consistently in a survival mode, how do you grow? I love this quote that says that you lose to survival what you need for growth. So how do you thrive when you are not growing? It is almost impossible. So how then do we focus? So I have here the somewhat traditional, perspective on how we could keep our focus accordingly. The first is to, use our to-do list. Now, as you create a to-do list, please also create a not to-do list, because with focus, it is not only about prioritizing, but prioritizing away. Also remember to, go to prioritization. Remember to prioritize activity from the most important to the least important. Know what is urgent, know what is important, and then, do this accordingly. Also, that you need to use your calendar to your advantage. Your phone is not only for Instagram, Facebook, and the likes of it. You have a calendar on your phone. Use it to your advantage. Set things to do part-time, Monday, Tuesdays, as it applies to you. And then let me tell you, you see this wonderful lady here, she has just two hands like you and I, but those hands are doing many things at the same time. Please minimize multitasking. Minimize multitasking. Multitasking itself is a good skill, but if you use it, in excess, it will be to your own disadvantage, because there's so much our brain can take at time, per time rather. I also note here that you should write your daily accomplishments and successes. So by your to-do list, your prioritizing, your calendar, what have you been able to achieve at the end of the day? This will guide what you need to do, per time or by the next day, right? And then finally, take a day off to rest. Okay, should I say take time off, to rest on a daily basis? And I love the picture of that baby that you have there. When babies sleep, they sleep and forget everything. But when adults sleep, on our head, we are thinking, how many emails have I responded? So many other things. So when I mean rest, I mean genuine rest. Close your mind to too many things so that you can genuinely rest. So these guidelines are great, but it seems to speak more to tasks than to real life issues, right? Someone is wondering, how do I apply this to my marital aspirations, my career, my business, and the rest of it? So whether you're looking to focus on your goals in life or business, relationship or career, etc., I will share 4 more things that you need to embrace, and this will truly strengthen your focus ability. The first thing is that you are possible. It is possible. I like the fact that the way Ajibike put it in the first presentation. She says impossible means I am possible. So it is possible that you can focus. Focus is not for smart people, it's not for rich people, it's not for successful people, it's not for people who have got put all together. It's for you and I. It's a learnable, it takes patience, it takes time. So it is possible. Let that have that at the back of your mind. And then the second is that find your mission. If your why is not strong enough, you will jump from this to that. So for instance, in your career, you hear that, oh, it is project management that is paying the bills now. Then you jump to go and write PMP. Oh, it is HR that is raining. Then you start looking for dollars or whatever to go to write HRCI, SHRM, or whatever it is that you want to put your mind to. But the truth is that until your why is strong enough, why do you want that career? First, state the result you want to achieve, not what you want to do. Start from your result. When you get your result, that is some level of clarity that will drive the competence that you require to go on that journey. You know, your result is what you want to get by getting married, by, starting that business or whatever. So focus on that result. And peradventure, you are there wondering that the mission for me is even that I don't know my purpose. Trust me. I learned from PK, and that is Kule Shoriyo recently, that focus gravitates towards you. You just need to connect the dots backwards. You can really see what that purpose is saying from that journey. So look inwards, just make sure that you get that clarity and work towards the clarity. Let your focus be on the mission, the result you want to achieve. And the third one, I say, do not see your result as an event, but a process. For instance, wedding is not marriage. We often, see success as an event that can be achieved and completed. Many people see marriage as an event, for instance. So they say things like, oh, on my wedding day, then go take. Yes, it's okay for them to take on your wedding day. But know that it is a process. It is not an event. So focus on the marriage and the preparation for the marriage rather than only the best jollof rice to be served on your wedding day, right? So, if you look at people who had clear specific goals, you will see that they are committed to their process. They fell in love with the daily activity and not the event. So fall in love with the daily activity and not take your, result as an event. And finally, I say measure your success. It is important for you to measure your success. What have you achieved by everything that you have carried out? By the time you measure, you can see if the result achieved tallies with what your mission intended to achieve. When this tallies, then you can close out and say this is close. But if not, then you begin the process over again. So always measure your results. Measure your success, Remember, the ability to focus can make or break your success in life. So I hope with this few points of mine, I've been able to push you towards your focus more than ever before. I say stay focused. Thank you.
Chikeoluwa, for that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful session. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, please, I need you to show Ife some love in the comment section. She's just taking us through how focus is key to thriving. How focus is key to thriving. If you have any questions, please also post them in the comments box. I'll be scrolling through soon. But one of the things you said that resonated with me so much is where you said that results, we should change our mindset to view results as a process, not an event. Because sometimes it's so We just want to hammer just like that. And then when the hammer doesn't come when we expect that it will come, we begin to feel like failures. But what you're saying is it's that process that you should prioritize. It's that process that you should value more than,
Yes.
oh, I have hammered. So for me, that's really, really, really stood out for me. Okay, if there's anything that stood out for you, dear audience, please write it in the comment section. I would also like to hear that. And if you have any questions, I'm going through the comment section now. If you have any questions, please ask. I'm sure Ike is more than willing to answer your questions. Okay, yeah, someone also commented, what is your why? Because really, if you don't know what your why is, you will just be going from one thing to another, one thing to another. So it's important to have a why that drives you. Really, really, really important. And that was another key thing that Keolua said. Okay, so do we have any questions? I can't see any questions, but I need the love to still keep flowing in the comments box. I need the love to still keep flowing. Another emoji, any emoji, fire, heart, smile. I need the emojis flowing, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, you need to be open to mindset renewal. Okay, that's from Benga Akon. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, we all need to be open to mindset renewal. Okay, okay. Oh, I see the love emojis. Okay, you have a question, please, Ikelua. It's from Ayobami Oyewole. What tool would you advise to remain focused in this noisy world? And I like that you use noisy because really there are distractions here and there are 1 million things calling for your attention. So is there any app or any tool that you would recommend for anyone who's looking to be focused?
Okay, so I know that I don't have it precisely right here, but I know that I had this particular tool that I saw in the course of the preparation for this, and I'm willing to share with everyone who registered, you know, as soon as we are done with the conference. But even before an app or something else that we can, you know, begin to use, is that it begins from us, right? Focus begins from us. If you use an app and you have all the, you know, what's it called now? The guidance part the app. If you are still not determined to keep your focus, you know, it's still the same thing at the end of the day. I remember about 10 years ago, I was able to access what they call psychometric analysis, you know, which showed me that I really wanted to go in the HR line. But like, you know, the noises started coming. I thought like, okay, we need to make this money. At least we need to put food on the table first. So I just, you know, wanted to start anything that comes my way. So I started you know, you hear, I'm sure you heard this one once in a while. People say, I just want any job. There is nothing like wanting any job, guys, you know. And that was what I did. Of course, I got a job that I liked and I did it for about, I think, you know, about 10 years or 11. I grew quite fast on my career, you know, but the truth is that while doing it, about 6 years into that career, I realized that, okay, who are you? You know, this is not you. This is not the you that, you know, so many like Ayobami is asking, you know, apps and guidelines had shown over the years. And I said, okay, so now how do I focus on this, my HR thing? Because I knew that this is what I wanted to do. And then I started looking forward to, you know, focusing on certifications, attending trainings, you know, I mean, building networks that I require to move in the direction of that which I need to do and stuff like that. So, and before you know it, my focus changed. When I got an opportunity to move, I didn't even think twice because I was ready. So if the apps show you what to do and your focus is not on the result you want to achieve, like I shared earlier, it still rolls down to the same thing. So, but I'm going to share that particular, you know, that could help you measure your focus. I mean, that's what Ayobam is asking. To measure your focus level as of right now and how you can move from there. More importantly, is that you need the focus starts from you. Also, you can also assess the likes of the psychometric analysis. There's this other one that I could share all these tools via emails to those who registered. And if you didn't register, I think you can send me an email or send a mail to the indomitablecoaches@gmail.com and you can receive these tools. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your response to that question, Ikelua. Thank you so much. Okay, Ayobami just corroborated the response that you gave. Thank you so much. Chinaya says it's very insightful. Thank you. I have Retta clapping. I have Victoria giving you the fist bump. I have Adibike sending you warm hugs. So thank you so much for such. She's receiving the hug. Thank you so much for such an insightful session. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Had a great time as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so how has it been? Before we have just 2 more speakers, but I just want to know in the comment section, I want you to tell me, just give me feedback. How has this session been? Has it been practical? Has it been relatable? Has it been insightful? Have you learned? What are you taking away from what you have heard so far? We've had Adebike talk to us about thriving mind. We've had Ayobami speak to us on such secrets of getting ahead. We've had Andrea speak to us on thriving marriage. We've had Chinaya speak to us on taking better care of our health. And now we've had Ike Olua speak to us on focus, a key to thriving. So how has this session been? Okay, Adebike says, amazing sessions, very insightful. Yay! I'm so excited to hear that. See, you remember that when I started this session, I told you guys that you're in for a great time. You're in for a great time. And I'm glad that we're having a great time. Okay, Clementina also says very insightful and thriving. Okay, I see a question from Victoria. How do you ensure a restful sleep or rest like babies? Okay, Ikaolu, do you want to take a jab on that? And then maybe Chinaya can also speak on that since she spoke about our health. Okay, so please can we answer the question? How do you ensure a restful sleep or sleep like babies? Ika, do you want to answer that or do you want Chinaya to answer it?
Oh, great. Sorry, technology was dealing with me. I was trying to unmute and it wasn't coming through. The question says, how do you ensure a restful sleep and rest like babies? Okay, so like I shared, babies sleep and forget about everything. I mean, it's about the mindset. Like Adebike shared with us, you get your mind to that place where you want the rest, you desire the rest, and you focus on the rest. You focus on your rest. I think that's the major thing here, that you should set your mind on rest. Forget every other thing. I remember what I think is that most of the time it's not totally that we cannot focus, but it's because we can't choose a specific direction. If we remember the fact that those times when you probably had a deadline to resolve something by your boss, given a direction, given an instruction from somebody, and there was a specific timeline to do it, you were able to do same because you know that I can't miss this deadline, right? Or else paycheck might be affected at the end of the day. So you need to put your mind to the rest and then go for it. That's what I think I have there. If Chinaya can give something else, to clearly, but it works for me. If I really desire rest and I'm intentional about my desire to rest, I close my eyes and I have that good sleep. Hello, Edemem, are you there? Hello.
Yes, I'm here. I was wondering if Chinaya wanted to contribute. So I was thinking she would come right after you. Chinaya, are you there? Someone is asking how they can sleep resting like babies.
Okay, I need to know. I need to know when the person says sleep, is it that the person is having trouble sleeping, or because it could be that you are not you're having issues with sleeping. There are things that could make you, if you're for example, your blood pressure is high, you're hypertensive, you would have trouble sleeping. So I just need to, I need to know what the person, but really the best way I have seen work very fast for most of my clients is that they engage in exercises. When you start engaging your body in exercises, you find out that at night you get knocked out and have a very deep and resounding sleep. That's one of the things that I know that has worked over and over and over again, you know. But there are other things a person could do. There are things could incorporate into your diet. Before we go there, I need to know if the not sleeping well, is it because of an underlying sickness? So that should be it. Emma, did you hear me?
For the response, I think another. Hello, are you there?
I think.
Okay, so I was
Yes,
saying,
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Update for the whoever asked the question. I think another thing is also to sort of create a sleeping schedule. If you sleep at a specific time during the day, you will realize that at that particular time, your body swings into, you know, that sleep mode, that restful mode, because it's already in your psyche that this particular time I get to sleep. And even if it's about waking up, if this has happened to you, oh, okay, if this has happened to you, you realize we have an update, Chineye, can you see that? But if this has happened to just in case of other people, you know, you realize that if you set your alarm to wake a certain day, after a certain time of the day, rather, after a while, you realize that that particular time you just wake up. Same thing applies to you, you know, setting time to sleep, scheduling time to sleep at a particular time of the day. So Chineye, you can just take over from there, please.
Okay, you are right. You are right as well. This sleeping schedule can help a lot. She said it's because of high blood pressure. Now we are going into something different entirely. So if it's because of high blood pressure, then you don't even need too much exercises because of the blood, because you are already hypertensive. So you should be careful about the exercises you are doing. But what you can do, what I can advise you to do is, when it's around, maybe like around 6 p.m. or 7 p.m., you can get a beetroot juice. You know what beetroot is, right? Just get beetroot. It's a ball like potato root. Get like one ball and blend in a blender and drink. It will help to like calm your body down and reduce your blood pressure, and you can induce a good sleep, so you can sleep better. Beetroot, I don't know if it's available where you are, but it can really help.
Thank you so much for the response, Chineye and Ikeolua. I saw a comment where I think it was Clementina that says she missed the last 2 sessions because she went for an injection. Sorry about that. We wish you quick recovery. And she wants to know how she can get across to the last 2 speakers, Andrea and Ikeolua. So Andrea and Ikeolua, I need you to type in the comments box how they can reach you, because we need to go on now to the next speaker. Our next speaker is Damilola Busari, and she'll be speaking to us on how to unleash our confidence and become unstoppable. How to unleash our confidence and become unstoppable. And really, that's something that we all need, because we need to be confident enough to go after our dreams. And it's important. It's really, really, really important. And I'm sure that Damilola will do justice to this subject. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me as I welcome Damilola Busari. Please show her some love in the comment section. Show Dami some love in the comment section. Dami, are you there? You're welcome. Please show Dami some love in the comment section.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. It's my pleasure to be here this evening. I know that we have had so much value this evening. So I want us to start off on a high note. We've heard a lot, but I'd like us to take 1 or 2 minutes to practicalize what Chineye has said. We're going to move our body and we're going to have fun. So I'm going to play some music from my end, and I want you to dance. If it's chair dance, so if it's get up and dance you want to do, I want you to move your body and have some fun before we get into the midst of it. So can you hear my music? Can you hear my music? If you can hear my music, just put the dancing emoji and let's get our groove on for 1 minute before we get into this. Even for his glory. And nothing can stop me. It doesn't matter what I face. I am getting bigger every day. Let's go. I'm getting bigger every day. Yeah. And nothing can stop me. It doesn't matter what I face. I am getting bigger every day. Every day. Come on. We're getting bigger every day. Bigger every day. Come on. No limitation. We're taking over. We're getting bigger every day. Woo! Bigger every day. We're getting bigger every day. Bigger every day. No limitations. Nothing can stop us. We're bigger every day. Woo! All right. Okay, before we turn this into a dance party, let's get back into the game. Thank you, everyone. I can see that you're all dancing and moving and grooving. It's my utmost joy to be here to speak to us. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is that it is in your part of the world. Hello. And I trust that you have had a wonderful time with all the speakers that have spoken before me. I am Damilola Busari. I am a lawyer and I am a communications coach. And today I'm going to be speaking to us on unleash your confidence and become unstoppable. So let me just see you type in the comment section and say, I'm unstoppable. Because if you listen to the lyrics of the song, it says, I'm bigger every day. Nothing can stop me. I have no limitations. And that's what I'm here to do, to fire you up, to unleash your confidence and become unstoppable. So let me see you put it in the comment section, right? I am unstoppable. Yes, people, we are unstoppable. So let's get right into it because we spent some time dancing, Now let's get some time getting the meat of the matter. Yes, you are unstoppable. Adebike, you are unstoppable by the grace of God, yes. So I'm a rather introspective person. I like to let words sink into my mind, sink into my heart. I love to meditate. I love to think on the things that I read, on the things that I see. So I want to share with us 2 quotes that I'm going to start this session with. Can I have the next slide, please? We're going to start off with 2 quotes. The very first quote that I want us to meditate on this evening, where I'm, it's evening here in Lagos, Nigeria, says, doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Now, the second quote is by Helen Keller, and if you've heard her story, you should go check her out. She has an amazing, inspiring story. This is a quote from her. She says, optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. So for a minute or two, I want you to just think about these things. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. So people's dreams die more because they doubt themselves, because they doubt their abilities, because they doubt their capabilities, more than the fact that at times they launch out and they fail, right? So doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. And of course, nothing can ever be done without hope and confidence. So unleash your confidence and become unstoppable. unleash. It says, cause a strong or violent force to be released or become unrestrained. So first off, in case you don't know, you are a force. And when something or someone is a force, it means that when you show up on the scene, elements are working, things are happening. When you say someone is a force, that person is someone that you cannot just look past. That person is someone that you must reckon with. So say to yourself, I am a force that must be reckoned with. I am a force that must be reckoned with. I am a force that must be reckoned with. Yes, let me see you put it in the comment section. I am a force. I am a force. I am a force. Next, we're going to talk about confidence. So what does it mean? What does it mean to be confident? How would you describe yourself? Do you think you're confident? Confidence is the feeling of belief that one can have faith or rely on someone or something. So the operative words, the key words to note, to meditate on are belief, faith. When it comes to confidence, there must be belief. There must be faith as well. Confidence as well is a feeling of self-assurance that arises from an appreciation of one's qualities or one's abilities. So when I say to you that you are a force, I'm not just saying something out of the ordinary. You have qualities, you have abilities. All of these things come together to create that unique being, that unique person that is you and that is me as well. All right, now let's talk and look at the last operative word in my theme for today, unstoppable. Unstoppable. It means impossible to stop or prevent. When something is unstoppable, when someone is unstoppable, it means throw challenges in that person's way. The person moves beyond it. It means put that person in a web of challenges, of problems, of put that person in a storm, and the person would find a way to rise above. That's what it means to be unstoppable. That is what it means to be unstoppable. So I'm here to let you know today that by the time we are done with this session, by the grace of God, you will have unleashed your confidence and you will become unstoppable. You will achieve your dreams. Your dreams will become a reality and they will come to pass. All right, let's get into the meat of the matter. I'm going to share a roadmap with you this evening that I have called the Confidence Roadmap. Why? Confidence, like I said, is faith. Faith doesn't just happen. There's a journey to it. And not only is there a journey, why, hence the need for a roadmap, there is also a build-up. So for instance, one of us here is qualified as an architect. If I take her to a hospital and I say, oh, Madam Architect, please treat this patient, she most likely will not want to venture into it because she's skilled and she's qualified as an architect, but not as a doctor. So the thing about confidence, the thing about faith in yourself is that you move from one level to another. So you might have some level of confidence, but as you grow, it either increases or decreases. And my job here today, my task here this evening is to ensure that your confidence builds and grows until finally you become unstoppable and your dreams are achievable, right? Okay, now I'm going to be sharing with us 5 markers or landmarks that I would say you would encounter on the confidence roadmap. Remember, I had said earlier on that confidence is a journey. So you're taking a trip, you're going somewhere, someone has given you descriptions, they say turn left, turn right. When you see the green building, you know you're not missing your way. When you see the White House, you know you're on your way there. So the markers that I'm giving us this evening, these 5 markers, are landmarks on your journey, on this confidence roadmap that help you know and understand that truly you are on the way to building your confidence, to unleashing your confidence and becoming unstoppable. The very first one is self-awareness. A lot of us are not confident because we do not know ourselves. So many times people give us compliments. Oh my gosh, Dami, I love the way you speak. Your voice is so, oh, this and that. And I'm sure people give you such compliments as well. Those compliments, if you pay attention to them, they are pointers to your abilities, to things that you are capable of doing, to things that you are good at. They are pointers to things that stand you out. But are you paying attention? Are you taking time out to introspect? Are you taking time out to look at yourself, dissect yourself, as it were, and say, who am I really? What stands me out? There are about 7-8 billion people, on planet Earth today. And trust me, it's more than your unique thumbprint that stands you out. There are other things that you must be aware of about yourself that stand you out and make you an amazing individual. So you must take the time to introspect, to find out who you are. Self-awareness. That's the first thing that helps you unleash your confidence. Now, the second thing is this: your environment. Your environment. I personally am someone that I am so particular about environment because I know the importance of an environment in who you and I become. One of us said it earlier on. Ayobami said it. He said, you hear people paying millions to live in certain environments because they understand the importance of an environment. You see, there is no way that you can unleash your environment if you do not, pardon me, there's no way you can unleash your confidence if you do not have an enabling environment. Now, the enabling environment isn't just your house. It goes beyond the structure, right? It goes into who is in your circle. Who are the people that you roll with? The people that are around you, your inner circle, your friends. Are they people that have big dreams? Are they people that cause you to dream big? Are they people that cause you to see possibilities? Are they people that cause you to, that cause your mind to be exposed to greater things? Or there are people that when you share your dream with them, they tell you, oh, come off it, just the way Joseph was with his brothers in the Bible. And the brother said, you mean the sun, the moon, the stars, they will bow to you? Oh, no, come off it. That was an environment. And thank God Joseph got out of that environment. Who knows? That dream might not have come to pass. So what's in your environment? Who are you surrounding yourself with? I want you to, after this session, take out time to meditate, to think about it. Take some time to ask, are these people, is this environment the kind of environment that would help me unleash my confidence and become unstoppable? The next thing, the next landmark that you will hit on your confidence roadmap, on your confidence journey, is competence and capacity. See, even if you have the best of environments, right? If you have nothing within, nothing will spring forth at the end of the day. So you want to unleash your confidence, build your competence, build your capacity. You have big dreams, but hey, brother, hey, sister, hey, man, hey, woman, are you competent enough to knock on the doors that would give you access to those dreams, those big dreams that you have on your heart? Do you need to go back to school? Do you need to attend conferences like this? Do you need to read books, take courses? Build your competence and your capacity in any way possible. There's something about knowledge. It builds competence. it builds confidence. Pardon me. Whenever you know something, every form of shyness, every form of fear, it disappears. Because you know that you are easily confident in that particular area. So if you want to unleash your confidence, if you want to become unstoppable, you want your dreams to become reality, do the hard work of building your competence. Don't remain at that level and keep having big dreams. No, you're building castles in the air. It does not work that way, right? Number 4, face your challenges. See, guys, you are only a victor after you have won a battle. If you run away from a battle, no, you can't get a medal. You can't win that way. If you chicken out in the face of adversity, really, how do you expect to become unstoppable? How now? It can't work. It's not possible. It doesn't work that way. So face your challenges. And to face your challenges, I'm going to share 1 or 2 things with you. Do you know that challenges are not just challenges? Challenges are opportunities for growth. Remember, I had said that when it comes to confidence, you can build on it. It can increase. So the minute you begin to look at a challenge and say, hey, Mr. Challenge, you are not here to make me doubt myself. Instead, you are here to help me level up. You are here to take me to the next level that I have been desiring. Your mind begins to become re-engineered. You begin to see that challenge in a totally different way. Your mind begins to solutions. The minute you face your challenges and see them as opportunities to grow, opportunities to unleash your confidence, opportunities to build your faith, you realize that at the end of the day, you have a problem-solving mindset. And that is very, very integral. That is very, very important. In the world that we live in, challenges will come. It comes with the terrain. The only place that there are no challenges is in the grave. And hey, to the glory of God, you and I have breath in our nostrils. So we must face our challenges. Yes, Eppaiong, do not chicken out. See your challenges as another way to build your confidence. See it as a way to grow your muscles. You know that example of someone that goes to the gym? Today they carry 5 kg. They go on at it for a while. And then after a while, 5 kg becomes, it's nothing. They can lift 5 kg, dumbbells, weighing 5 kg, and it doesn't feel like they're doing anything. Next, they move to the next level, 10 kg. And, they struggle, but, not giving up, facing it. Before you know it, give it time, going back to it. They are able to lift up 10 kg dumbbells, and wow, they have conquered that new level. Your challenges come to help you unlock your next level. So face your challenges, see them as an avenue to unleash your confidence, not an avenue for self-doubt or self-pity. And lastly, most importantly, source awareness. So I started off by saying self-awareness, right? Know yourself. But if you do all these things I have shared with you and you don't know your source, at the end of the day, you have built a house on the sand. We have an architect here. You can't build on sand. That house is going to collapse. You must know your source. You must continually be aware of your source. You must continually be connected to your source. My people, the Yorubas, have a certain proverb that says, the river that disconnects from its source, that river is ready to become dry. No water would flow through that river anymore. So you must remain connected to your source. And if you see what I have called it here, I have called it Godfidence. So if you want to unleash your confidence, you must move from the realm of confidence to the realm of Godfidence. You must acknowledge that you have a source. You must acknowledge that you have a bigger power, a supreme being, God Almighty, that has your back. And He really is your true confidence at the end of the day. So you must acknowledge your source. You must be aware of your source, and you must connect to your source, because He is the key to help you become unstoppable. Without confidence, guys, girls, ladies, brothers, sisters, we're joking. We're on a long thing, like some people like to say. Without confidence, nah, all of this is child's play. So I'm going to wrap up by sharing a final thought with us and sharing some things that, I want us to take note of as we end this session. Words are very powerful. Not one, not two of our speakers have spoken about the power of words, right? And if you must move from confidence to Godfidence, you must begin to act in the realm of your source of God. Now, the thing about God is that God speaks. God speaks. And that is how things become, right? So if you want to tap into that level of confidence, you must also, harness the power of words and use words to your advantage. So this evening, we're going to use words to our advantage, and you're going to say these confessions after me, trusting that our confidence no more is in ourselves, is no more in our abilities, and the true source to God, to unleashing, our confidence, the true source to becoming unstoppable is our Godfidence. So right now, we are going to say this confession together. We are going to tap into our Godfidence as we say this confession together. So say with me or say after me, I am confident in who I am. I am confident in who I am. I know who I am. I know who I am. Because I know my source, I know who I am. Next, say with me, I am confident in who I am becoming. That means this here is not the best of me. This means as well that I have a better tomorrow. I have a brighter tomorrow. There's a future and a hope to look forward to. Say after me one more time. I am confident in who I am becoming. I am confident in who I am becoming. And lastly, say with me, I have Godfidence. I will not forget my source. I will always acknowledge my source. I have Godfidence. If God be for me, who can be against me? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I do believe that by the grace of God, you have become unstoppable. You are going to, from now on, unleash your confidence. You are moving into the realm of Godfidence, and you are now unstoppable. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. If you would love to connect with me, if you have questions or you want to take this further with me, please hit me up via email. My email address is on the screen, busari.dami@gmail.com. You can also connect with me on social media. Instagram is where I'm most active. My Instagram handle is @Dami Busari. Thank you so much. Do have a lovely evening. Hey, we have one more person to go, and I'm sure that we're going to end this with a bang.
Thank you so much, Dami. Thank you so much for that beautiful presentation. I see the comment section is buzzing. Without Godfidence, we haven't started. Move from confidence to Godfidence. Wow, Godfidence, Godfidence, awesome. Godfidence indeed. Yes to Godfidence. And someone says she's looking for avenues to be better than her challenges. Someone says don't chicken out. Someone says competence is quite essential. Preparation is necessary so you can fit into your dream. Another one says build your competence and capacity. Build your competence and capacity. And then I see people also reinforcing, I am a force. I'm unstoppable. I'm a force
Yes.
that should be reckoned with. Kings entreat
Yes.
my favor. I am too relevant to be ignored. I am a
Yes.
force. I am a force. I am a force. I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. Bigger every day. This is awesome. Awesome. Awesome, guys. I told you you were in for a great session. I told you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Damilola. If you have any questions, please put it in the chat box so Dami can answer. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat box so Dami can answer. I'm back to the chat box. Do we have any questions? Okay, I don't see any questions. I don't see any questions. Okay, so thank you so much. Please, can we drop some emojis in the comment section? Let's appreciate Damilola for teaching us how we can move from confidence to confidence and be unstoppable. Awesome, awesome. Someone is sending you flowers. Great, 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 great. Thank you so much. Andrea is also sending you power. More power to you. Sherry is sending the fire. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, and so we've come to the final section of this Emerge and Thrive conference. And I'm so confident that the things that we've heard so far have helped us significantly, right? I'm confident that the speakers have added immense value to us. And I'm thankful to you all for spending this time with us, for investing in your lives, for investing in your destinies. Some of you may think, oh, let me just come here to support because one of the speakers is my friend. But trust me, this is more than supporting. You're investing in your destiny, you're investing in your life, you're investing in your future, you're investing in your purpose, and that's something worth celebrating. And I celebrate every single man, every single woman on this call today. I celebrate you. You're my MVP today. Thank you so, so, so much. And like I said, we're at the very last session for tonight, and it's on Do It Afraid, right? Do It Afraid. So I'm going to be introducing the next speaker, who is Edememe Oladijiwusu. This is the point where I slide out and slide back in as the speaker. Okay, so I'll be speaking to us on Do It Afraid, and my name is Edememe Oladijiwusu. I have 12 years experience in one of the big four as a tax consultant, but I am also a mindset coach. And what I do in my work as a mindset coach is help people to identify and overcome limiting beliefs so that they can thrive and fulfill purpose. To help people to identify and overcome limiting beliefs so they can thrive and fulfill purpose. Can I have the next slide, please? Okay, but before I start, I have 2 questions for everyone on this call. 2 questions, and they require some introspection. I'm going to introduce myself further on the next slide, but I need you to answer this question. Because what I found is that a lot of us have held back due to fear, different kinds of fears. And we will go through those kind of fears in subsequent slides and how we can walk around these fears. So my first question to you is, identify everything that you've lost due to fear and ask yourself, is it worth it? So the time that you didn't feel bold enough to ask for a promotion at work, for example, you lost a promotion due to fear. Was that loss worth it? For all the times that you agreed to be treated shabbily because you didn't want to speak up against the kind of behavior that was being meted out on you, and you were hurting inside, was that worth it? I surmise every single thing. I'm sure fear has made us lose a lot of opportunities, made us lose a lot of relationships that could have brought value to us. We were so afraid of putting ourselves out there. And so we lost so much. Itemize everything you've lost due to fear and ask yourself, is it worth it? And I need you to be honest. I need you to be sincere with yourself as you answer this question. The second question I have for you is, do your choices reflect your hopes or your fears? The choices that you've made today, yesterday, last week, last month, last year, did they reflect your hopes, i.e., this is where I'm going, this is where I see that God is leading me to, and so I'm going to make choices that take me in this direction? Or do your choices reflect your fears? Oh, I'm so scared. I really want to ask for this opportunity, but I'm so scared, so I'll just keep quiet. In that instance, your choice has reflected your fear, not your hope. So I need you to answer the two questions. Write them down somewhere, please, so that you can answer them after this session. I recognize that it might be private to you, so you may not want to answer it in the comment section, but these are questions that you have to ask yourself. These are questions that I had to ask myself at some point in my life, specifically in 2020. I had to ask myself these questions. And then my list was really long. And then I told myself, nah, it's not worth it. And so I'm going to be sharing with you my story. That's me in a cave. And really, that's how I felt. Because sometime in 2020, I was meditating on the passage of scripture that says that I may apprehend that for which I was apprehended. So I got to a point where I was looking at my life and I knew that there was more. I kept asking God, can you lead me? Show me what it is that you apprehended me for. And I have 2 daughters. So I kept looking at myself and asking, Edememe, is this the model that you want your children to see? Is this the model that you want your children to see? And my answer was no. I want my children to see me pursuing my dreams boldly, with confidence, with God by my side. I want them to know that all things are possible. I want them to know that the only limits are those in their minds. That's the kind of life I want to live. That's the kind of life I want my children to live. But they have to see me live it first. And so I told myself in March 2021, I turned 36. And so I told myself, Edememe, something has got to change. So that is how it started. And then I'll also share my story, how it's going right now. The first, sometime in April, I was on a TV interview speaking about multiple taxation and its effect on Nigeria's competitiveness. Now, why was this a big deal for me? Because like I said, I have 12 years experience. In January, to be 13 years experience as a tax consultant. But in all those years, I was hesitant to take any opportunity to be on TV because I kept thinking, oh, what if they ask you a question that you cannot answer? But at this point, in March, I told myself, you do it afraid. You do it afraid. If they ask you a question that you cannot answer, that's fine. But remember that in your 13 years, in your close to 13 years, clients have asked you questions and you have given clients direction. You have colleagues who trust you, who trust your technical knowledge. So you will go and you will do it afraid. And I went for the interview. It was beautiful. In fact, someone else saw the interview that I did and said, can you please come for another interview? So I had 2 interviews that day when I had just budgeted 1. And then another thing I said I was going to do in March was to put myself out there a lot. So I'm more active on LinkedIn. And so I got this nomination for the 2021 Trailblazers Awards of the Strategic African Women in Leadership. And it's so amazing. Africa, like this is an African recognition. Was amazing. And then beyond that, I'm writing my first book. I convened the Take Charge of Your Life conference in July 2021. And this was born out of the fact that I recognize that you actually can take charge of your life. You can decide to take your power back. We've given our power to fear. We've given our power to people's expectations of us, but we have to take that power back. And so that was what the conference was about. Trust me, I was scared when I was doing every single thing that you can see here. I was scared when I went for the interview. I was scared when I organized the conference because would people come? Would people not come? I was scared. I also had the first cohort of the Project Next Level Bootcamp in August. The Project Next Level Bootcamp was a 6-week group coaching program that helped women to overcome self-sabotage, to overcome the inner critic that keeps them from taking action, and then to also help them to build confidence to pursue their dreams. Of course, I was afraid again. What if no one registers? But I determined that I was going to do it afraid. And now I am thriving on LinkedIn and thriving in life. The point of sharing my story is to help you realize that everything you want is on the other side of fear. Everything that you want is on the other side of fear. So I saw some quotes and I thought it was important to share them with you. And the first is that bravery is not the absence of fear. So when you see someone pursuing their dreams, you see someone living the life that you want to live, there's a tendency to think, oh, they must be brave. Oh, maybe they don't feel this fear. But brethren, they do. I I just told you that when I was doing all these things, between March and now, I have felt fear at every single point of the journey. But you can choose, which one do I want to hold? At every point in time, there are two things craving your attention. Do I want to give my attention to fear, or do I want to give my attention to purpose? It is up to you to choose purpose, because fear will never go away. You've got to do it afraid. You gain strength, you gain courage, you gain confidence by every time that you push past fear, by every time that you push through fear to do what it is that you were scared to do. That is how you gain confidence. That is how you build strength. That is how you build courage. And it would be such a shame to let fear decide how we live our lives. God invested so much in you. God is so confident of everything that he has put in you, and is trusting you that, Bola Joko is going to make a difference. Bola Joko is going to live her best life. Eppaiong is going to live his best life. Eppaiong is going to give. When fear comes knocking, Eppaiong will remember that God has not given me the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. And Eppaiong will go forward in confidence past that fear, because fear will never go away. I'm not going to come here and lie to you and say fear will go away. It never goes away. But you can choose to disregard fear. Okay. Now, there are three common causes of fear. The first is, what if I fail? The next is, what if I'm not good enough? And the third is, what if they say no? If you can relate with any of these fears, please let me just see your hands up in the chat box. What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? What if they say no? These are common fears, and I just chose to focus on three of them because I know that they are pervasive, and these are also fears that I have experienced myself. Okay? So, if you find yourself in this any of these boxes, in the next slides, I'll be telling us how. I see Andrea's hand up. Yes, thank you so much. I'll be saying how you can go through each and every one of these fears. So, to attack the first fear, what if I fail? The response is for you to come up to realize that a growth mindset is key. Now, what is a growth mindset? A growth mindset is the mindset that realizes that it's okay to make mistakes. So at the depth of what if I fail is, what if I make mistakes? It's okay to make mistakes. I'm sure that you've been told the opposite. We've been raised to fear failure. We've been raised to run away from failure. But it's okay to fail. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay. It's okay. Rewire your mindset. It is okay to fail. A life without failure is a life that was lived too carefully. And there's this quote that I tell myself. I found it for the first time in 2020, and it's something that I've had to remind myself over and over again. It's by Henry Hassan, and it says, "There's freedom waiting for you on the shores of the sky, but you ask, what if I fail?" And he says, "Oh, but my darling, what if you fly?" Because most times we're so preoccupied with what if I fail, that we forget the possibility that we could succeed. So what if you succeed? Are you going to put your life on hold because you don't want to fail? Are you going to disappoint all those whose destinies are tied to yours because you are scared of failure? Are you? No, you cannot. You cannot. It's okay to fail. Prepare, put in your best, but if you fail, it's fine. After you fail, you go back and you do a post-mortem. Why did I fail? What should I have done differently? But it's okay to fail. Now, the next is, what if I'm not good enough? What if I'm not good enough? I want you to say to yourself, I am enough. Because really you are enough. The Bible says that when God looked at everything that he had created, he said it was good. He said it was good. So God created you and was like, whoa, did he just see what I made? Yeah, you're good enough. The Bible says that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. But it's possible that experiences have made you think, oh, I'm not good enough. It's possible that people who were in authority over you made you feel like you're not good enough. And that has become a limiting belief. That has become a stronghold in your mind. If that's your case, I need you to identify the source and the cause of that limiting belief. Where did it come from? Was it from my parents? Was it from my significant other? Was it from my colleagues? Where did this limiting belief come from? You have to identify it, and you have to identify the cause. And then next, you counter it with facts, because this is not sentiments. So if, for example, you have a limiting belief that you don't deserve that promotion, then I need you to look back at how far you've come and all the promotions that you have gotten before now. and see that you in fact deserve this. You deserved all the promotions you've gotten. This is not an exception. You deserve it. So counter them with facts. If you don't think that you have enough facts, then ask people around you. What do you think about this? What do you think are my strengths? What do you think? And then also ask yourself, because you know what your strengths are, counter it with facts, and then change your references. What are references? References are things that you, or people that you look up to. So if, for example, you're running a business and that business has not been doing very well, and then you're beginning to wonder, what if I'm not good enough? It's possible that your reference is a problem. So if your reference is, for example, someone who has struggled and struggled and struggled and struggled in business, it is no surprise that you're struggling. Because even the Bible says, as we behold him as in a mirror, we're changed into his image from glory to glory. What you behold, you become. So you need to change your reference. Look for somebody who is thriving in that area that you are working on and make that person your reference. If this person can do it, I can do it. It's important. Make that person your reference. Change your references. And then to the final one of, oh, what if they say no? What if they say no? And this is one, I won't lie to you, but this is one that held me back for the most. What if they say no? What if I talk to this person and this person says no? I want you to make peace with the fact that you will hear more no's than yeses in your life's journey. Apologies if I broke your heart, but it's the truth. Even you, people have asked you for things and you haven't said yes every single time. So human beings are free moral agents. There are times that you will shoot your shot and you will hear a no. Make peace with the fact that you will hear a no. It's fine. And then the next thing is to not take no as rejection. When people say no, it's possible for you to start thinking, oh my goodness, that means I'm not good enough, because really, if I were good enough, they would have said yes. But that's feedback. That's not rejection. That is in no way a reflection of your abilities. They just gave you feedback. And so you can ask for that, okay, what could I do differently to have made you say yes? Right? But it's no is feedback. No is not rejection. And then I want you to know that when you hear a no, it means that you're making progress. You're moving courageously towards your dreams. Because for you to ask, that means you're intentional about the next level. You're intentional about emerging and thriving. You're intentional about stepping into your best life. So if you hear a no, that means that you're making progress. So you should actually celebrate it whenever you hear a no. Celebrate your courage, celebrate your confidence, celebrate your Godfidence. And I want you to, even though you hear a no, continue to shoot your shots. Because even though you've heard no now, you will still hear a yes. And so if you stop because, oh, I've heard too many no's, what that does is you have precluded yourself from hearing more yeses. You have precluded yourself from the yes that is around the corner. You have precluded yourself from what is around the yes that is around the corner. Okay? Next slide, please. Okay. So in closing, I want you to realize that fear will never go away. I know I've said it before, but I need you to realize it. Fear will never go away. I'm not going to lie to you. Fear will never go away. But you can choose to do it afraid. Everything you want, trust me, the life that you're imagining, the impacts that you're thinking of making, it's on the other side of fear. Push back fear. I showed us what I've achieved between March and October, just because I chose to do it afraid. And I'm sure that there will be many more between October and December. Because even though I feel fear, I refuse to be led by fear. Now you might be thinking, oh, maybe I have enough time. Oh, I'm still in my 20s. When I get to my 30s, somehow I'll just become courageous. It doesn't work like that. You build strength, you build boldness by pushing past fear, by pushing through fear, because fear will never go away. And everything you want, I promise you, everything you want is on the other side of fear. And then feel the fear, but do it anyway. Feel the fear, but do it anyway. Feel the fear, but do it anyway. Now, I don't know how many of us were bullied in secondary school, but if you were bullied in secondary school, I don't know if there was a time when you were able to stand up to the bully. I don't know if you've noticed, but if someone is bullying you and you stand up to the bully will go away, because bullies look for people who cannot stand up to them. That's the same way it is with fear. Fear will come, and then you can either allow fear to bully you, or you can choose to show fear. I refuse to be bullied. I'm on the master's business. The master's business requires urgency. The master's business requires my attention now. I refuse to be bullied. I will do it afraid. I will do it afraid because you need to take action. The only thing that will drive away the fear is action, action, action. So I need you to go back to your dreams, all those dreams you had when you were a child, when there was nothing like fear, when there was nothing like limiting beliefs. Go back to all those dreams, all the things that God has been laying in your heart to do. I need you to go back to them, write them down, and tell yourself, I will do it afraid. I will shoot my shot afraid. Beside those dreams, write out who is it that I need to talk to that can help me with these dreams. And I need you to approach them. What capacity do I need to build to be able to pursue these dreams afraid? Build the capacity. But even when you do all of these things, the fear will still be there. I need you to push past the fear. The life that God intends for you to live is on the other side of fear. He has not given you the spirit of fear. So you know that fear is not from God. He has given you power. He has given you love. He has given you a sound mind. In closing, God is waiting for you to show up. He's waiting for you to show up because there's something that he created you to do on this earth. He's waiting for you to show up. The people whose destinies are tied to yours are waiting for you to show up. Your life is waiting for you to show up. Sometimes in your quiet moments, you realize, oh my God, I can do more. I can be more. You feel unfulfilled because you know that there is more. Your life is waiting for you to show up. My question to you is, will you show up? Will you show up? At the end of the day, it's up to you. I'm rooting for you. I'm praying that you will show up. But you have got to make that decision every single day to show up every day, to ensure that your choices reflect your hopes and not your fears. Because fear will never go away, but you can choose to do it afraid. I challenge you tonight to do it afraid. There is so much on your inside that is crying out for expression, but that expression would only come when you do it afraid. We have some affirmations that I need you to say with me, and I need you to say it feelingly. I need you to say it like you believe it. It might take a while for your mind to catch up. It might take a while for your body to catch up, but you have got to say it and believe it because this is your reality. This is your reality. This is your reality. This is your reality. What they have said, the limiting beliefs that you have formed are not your reality. This is your reality. So I need you to say with me, I am enough, and believe it, because really you are enough. I am enough. I rise above limiting beliefs that have held me down. And as you say this, I want you to see yourself soaring high above those limiting beliefs that have held you down. I want you to see the chains falling off your wrists, falling off your ankles, all the limiting beliefs that have held you down. Rise above the limiting beliefs. I rise above limiting beliefs that have held me down. I think empowering thoughts, because your thoughts would either empower you or disempower you. If you keep thinking, oh, I'm a failure, that's a disempowering thought. And you will find that will become your reality. That's what will play out in your life. But no, I think empowering thoughts. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I have a purpose and I am equipped to fulfill that purpose. I will do it afraid. I will do it afraid. The world is waiting for my manifestation. I will not disappoint those whose destinies are tied to mine. I will show up today. I will show up every day. I give myself permission to bloom. Give yourself that permission. Nobody else is going to give it to you. If you're waiting for your parents to give it to you, they're not going to give it to you. If you're waiting for your bosses to give it to you, they're not going to give it to you. Only you can give yourself that permission. Give yourself permission to bloom. And then I am fearless in the pursuit of purpose. When it comes to fulfilling purpose, I am fearless. I feel the fear, but I do it anyway. I am fearless in the pursuit of purpose. And then I take charge of my life. I refuse to let my life just go anyhow, anywhere belle face. No, I take charge of my life. I realize that I am a man on a mission. I realize that even tomorrow is not promised. So I have to make the most of today. I take charge of my thoughts. I take charge of my actions. I take charge of my words. I take charge of the energy around me, because bad energy can bring you down. Trust me. I take charge of the energy around me. I show up. I show up. I show up. I show up to life. I show up at life. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, I'd like to answer them now. Please put them in the chat box. And if you'd like to connect with me, I'm on Instagram at Edememe Oladijiwusu. I'm most active on LinkedIn though at Edememe Oladijiwusu. I also have a mailing list where I share regular inspiration, ginger to those in my mailing list, encouraging them to, among other things, do it afraid. You can join my mailing list via my website, www.edememeoladijiwusu.com. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ladies. I'm in the comment section if you have any questions. Oh, great, great. Okay, I see the fire emojis. I see the claps. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, Clementina, you are enough. You rise above limiting beliefs. You think empowering thoughts. You give yourself permission to bloom. You are fearless in the pursuit of purpose. Yes. Eppaiong says, I will show up. Yes, cheers to showing up. Clementina chooses to show up despite rejection and fears. Way to go. Adebike says, shoot your shot even if you keep hearing a no, just keep moving. And that's the spirit. Yes, Andrea, you're enough. You will show up. Go back to your childhood dreams. Take away limiting beliefs. Live above fear. And that's important because fear will never go away. Okay, no is feedback, not rejection. And Adebike says, it's okay to fail. Yes, it is. It's okay to fail. And no is not rejection. It's feedback to a better opportunity. Yes, yes. What you behold, you become. And fear cannot stop you because of your purpose. Yes, God is waiting for you to show up. God is counting on you to show up. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. I promised you a wonderful, transformational time. And I am sure that you would agree with me that these 3 hours, 20 minutes have been nothing short of exceptional, nothing short of transformational. I celebrate you today. I have my speakers on the screen. I have Ayobami, I have Andrea, I have Ikelua, I have Chinaye, I have Damilola, I have Adebike. It was our pleasure to serve you today, ladies and gentlemen. Our absolute pleasure. Please connect with us. Please connect with us. We're going to be sharing our handles and our email addresses via email if you're registered. So please look out for that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We love you and we wish you a beautiful evening. Thank you. Mwah.
Bye,
Thank you so much.
Bye,
Thank you
everyone.
so much.
Bye.